Submit.
There he is.
So it burns when I pee.
Wait,
Did you
what?
say it's time to RP?
And I was like, so it burns when I pee. Right. Right as Greg came in.
Dude.
I'm gonna send you something here, Ragnar, real quick.
All right.
It's a law
Just a
degree.
little
Oh,
bit
yep.
of a law degree.
Is this Discovery?
The discovery. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm gonna ask for an adjournment. I did not receive it. Did I just use degree?
Amazing.
Oh,
Chrissy, how far did you get into suits?
Yeah, really.
You call you Mike Ross yet?
No, you can call me Dick Ross because I didn't do shit.
You know, pull a Harvey Specter and just kind of like pull out of your ass and make it come back when.
You know what, Your Honor? In subsect Article 12, you can clearly see that that's a load of bullshit.
do you or do you not have subscriptions to Netflix?
Does OnlyFans count?
Plead the fifth. Sure.
If I steal someone else's Netflix subscription, does that count as me having a subscription?
Kind
Coming
of.
into the-
Oh. Dude, that's actually a good question.
Straight to jail.
Straight to jail.
Damn, Chrissy, you gotta find that. Put a soundboard in front of that. That's perfect. Straight to jail.
Hold on, give me a sec. I'll do it right now as we're speaking.
God, why did I make this guy's name so long?
Yeah, I think
to do that.
I think
Talking
that's
about
because
what's his name?
Cornelius.
Cornelius. Yeah, that's right. Ragnar hasn't been around to see Sir Ferdinand, Archibald Augustus, Rutherford, Roosevelt, Thaddeus Sullivan, Sylvester the Eighth.
I've heard about it.
I
Have
was
you
around
been
for
listening
one
to any
session.
of the audios?
I was glad I wasn't around.
No, but Bebo has kept me
Oh, he's been
informed
informing you?
somewhat. Yeah.
Nice. That's good.
No,
I just
I
thing
listened to
here.
the one. I tried to listen to the one the week before last, the one where the DM's voice was somehow cut out.
Oh, what a great one
Oh
to start
yeah,
with.
dude. Oh my god, that was so fucking embarrassing.
Yeah,
Like, I
I
had that
couldn't.
audio downloaded for like almost a week. It was over a week because I couldn't fix it. And then like I'm checking throughout the like I had number 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I was like, where's number 5? And it just happened to be the DM. I'm like, bruh, of all the people to cut out, like, come on.
I included a pretty long summary in the description of that video to talk about what happened. It was a very battle heavy episode, so there actually was not that much lore besides what happened at the end. So of all the episodes to have that happen to, that would probably be the one I would pick.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully that does not happen again because that was not great.
Yeah, that sucked. So what's new with you, Ragnar? Give us an update.
Yeah.
I mean, the process is finalized, but other than that, there's not really much to update. We haven't
bet
sold the
that's
house yet.
Ugh. Is that kind of like a breath of fresh air for you that you can kind of like wipe your hands of that and almost be done?
It'd be easier once we sell the house.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Imagine. Ugh.
Okay.
What a nasty process. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
finally
just,
ready here.
kind of over it at this point.
Yeah.
Can only imagine.
Hey, Andrew, I don't know the damage stats for a +2 longsword.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because I manually created this weapon and put in all the stats.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Let's see here. Longsword, 5th edition.
So 1d8 plus 4
Yeah,
or
one.
plus proficiency,
Yes, 1d8 plus proficiency.
or 1d10 if you're two-handing it, I think is the other one.
Yes.
Do I still have my axe? Did I get that back?
I don't think anybody took any of your stuff besides the bag of holding.
Yeah, Exalion was in
Oh.
there. I just listened to an audio where Bob showed Exalion to
Oh, was it in
Harish.
there? Oh, okay.
Yes, it was. Yep, he flashed it to Harish, and then Harish died. So Bob
Okay, well
definitely
then,
has it
yeah.
in the bag.
okay, then you
That
don't have the
one-
sword, but you do still have the battle axe of the butcher.
Okay, because the axe does more damage than the sword did.
Well, yeah, at this point, yeah, because the sword has been depowered, so it's broken at the moment. It did not like the interstellar travel that you
Yeah.
guys did.
I missed that. I don't know anything about the interstellar travel.
So I'll give a little recap for Ragnar. From your perspective, the fight against Spring did not go well. So you were all rescued by Uncle Bob, who lives in the observatory above the planet. He's monitoring the whole Terminator situation. So he pulled you guys out. Kalis and Smokey got both put into like back to tanks to heal. The observatory was attacked by SD8, who's one of the overclocks. And after that, the party decided to depart for Thakandar to confront Cruel. They got sidetracked because they were betrayed by the Door Authority. And I think the explanation I gave was that you just overslept and you missed the departure. So after that, you woke up, you realized you'd been abandoned. Maybe you contemplated on why the party might not care if you were with them. Uncle Bob patched you up. He fixed you with a nice mechanical hand. It looks like like a real flesh hand, but it's made of metal. So you got restored from your wounds. Not knowing what else to do, you requested to be sent back down to the planet. In order to find the party, but because they got sidetracked by the Door Authority, Uncle Bob did not have a read on them. So you decided you would go and look by yourself. And during your journey, you were suddenly confronted by a man in sunglasses who gave you a message, a summoning to the realm of Mechanus. And the next day, a portal was provided for you. And simultaneously, the rest of the party, to recap what happened last week, you were confronted by Cruel, who told you he would resurrect Mood in exchange for your cooperation and your permanent departure from his lands, to which you agreed. So Mood was brought back to life by Hushi, who was a mote of woe. Um, After this, you gathered your things, and Rune teleported you out, and he teleported you actually back to the observatory, where you recovered from your injuries. You reunited with Kalis, and then you also received your summons. So we pick up with you now as you cross through a portal, um, guided by a strange gear-like individual into the unfamiliar realms of Mechanus. So the portal opens before you. You all cross through it. Um, you were overwhelmed by a sky that is made of turning gears. These gigantic, ever-shifting platforms just completely surround everything, uh, stretching out forever. They're all interlocked, turning in different directions. Some of them are up on their ends. Some of them are tilted at weird degrees. You can actually see buildings and plants growing in the center of these, and there are bridges that grow between them. Um, you are also immediately greeted by the sight of the creatures that work here, most of which Let's see here. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, most of which appear to be these circular mechanical beings with wings. Like picture Mike from Monsters Incorporated. That's what they
Okay.
look like. Big
Nice.
eye, weird faces, completely mechanical and with little stubby wings.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay.
Vivo.
Hello,
Yay.
welcome.
Vivo.
Hey, Vivo.
Right on time.
You haven't missed anything.
Vivo.
Yeah, he just drops again.
Mhm.
To re-describe the creature in front of you, he looks strikingly less mechanical, though his garb is a strange, like metal plates overlapping, almost like a dress made of metal. And his really long arms, his fingers scrape across the ground, and he has a head that's kind of like a gray alien,
Mhm.
long pointy nose, and he looks regal, and he's guiding you quietly forward.
And there's just one of this creature,
Yes.
or okay.
Yes, stands out completely among all these little mics.
Okay. I guess we're just silently following him, kind of taking in the surroundings.
Sorry, I just got a phone call.
Uh-oh. Take it. Tell him you're busy playing D&D.
Nah, yeah,
Okay.
they just disconnected me.
Damn.
Anyway,
Well,
No.
at least they know that you're human now.
yeah. So all these little guys are like kind of following, watching, blinking with their giant eyes.
And we've definitely never seen any creatures like this before, right?
These
I
are
believe Rune is familiar.
is it the single eye Mildreds?
Yes, yes.
It's like, oh, these guys, they're so cute, aren't they? Look how spherical they are.
I definitely don't find them cute.
I don't either, but Rune does.
Okay, if nobody wants to say or do anything, the tall one will.
Mood is, I don't know where in relation to the ironclad dressed creature is that we're following, but Mood will just sigh and say, how much longer?
The tall thing does not look back at you, but its voice says, "We arrive when we arrive."
Lean
He's
over to
leading
the rest
you.
of the... Go ahead.
He's leading. You're on the first gear still here, and he's leading you toward a bridge that leads to another one.
I'm just gonna lean over to the rest of the party and whisper, "We've got a philosophical one here."
Philosophical. This is like heaven, but for law.
An improper way of describing things.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna recite, pi to the thousandth place right now for you to get kicked. I can't do that. You want me to do that? Would that smooth things over? You want me to do
The
that?
Modron stops, and it turns around to face you, Brune, and it says, "I am aware that mortals are prone to such frivolity. In the presence of the One and the Prime, I request you keep from making your jokes. They will not be well received."
3.14159265859. Just keeps
You're
going.
just reading them.
As long as you remain accurate, the Mordron does not say anything. It turns around, starts walking again.
You just hear the droning behind us of two whatever.
7, 9, 8, 2, 3, 8, 4, 6, 5, 6.
The Rune, you start to get followed by like 5 monodrones, and they start chanting with you.
Oh my goodness.
We're at the 100th place already.
3.1415926. They seem delighted.
Hey.
Are they in unison, or are they kind of like staggered off each other?
Yeah,
so
is it like
just has a concept?
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
Mood's gonna
I'll
come
need
over
everybody
here.
to start reciting that if we want to hear what this actually sounds like.
Yeah, really. We should all do it. Hold on. Pi digits. 1,000,000 digits of pi. I'm ready when you guys are.
Okay. 3.1415926555555555555. Yeah,
846.
exactly. It's a sound like that.
That's fucking awesome. Oh my god. I had to stop though because a pop-up of an ad came up right over the digits that I had to read. I'm like, no.
I can recite in Celestial. You want to recite in Celestial?
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god.
I would love to hear.
Do each of the 4 primordial languages.
I don't have that.
I think math is universal. It
Yeah, it's
stays the
universal.
same.
Is does magic work in this realm?
Well, you do have to check, wouldn't you?
I'm gonna cast False Life on myself.
Okay, you are able to do that.
Sick. Then I give myself 32 temp HP.
Okay.
Seeing Mood do that, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic just to see what happens.
Oh, cool.
I would say that you detect magic from each of the Modrons all around you. It's not a very strong sense from the monodrones, but from the big one, you actually detect very powerful magic.
At the sense of feeling any kind of magic, he's gonna fall to his knees and just exclaim, "My God, you haven't forsaken me!" and just start crying.
Okay, it's all right.
The tall Modron looks back and says, "What has overcome your companion? Do they require physical assistance?" It reaches out with one of its long, spindly hands.
I think he's just excited to be alive again.
Look up
Please
and say,
enjoy your continued existence equally.
joyfully, and he'll stand up and start walking with a skip in his step.
Please do not run.
Please do not run. That
Evil
reminds me
speed
of like
walk.
Shrek and Donkey. You know, like, can I sing? No. Well, can I hum? Can I walk? Can I run? Can I do anything?
Okay. So you're gonna spend the next 3 hours walking.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Can I cast Find Steed and just ride the horse the whole way?
That's cool.
You find Steed? Is that summon him out for you?
Yeah, I still have that fiery warhorse.
Okay, cool.
And my familiar.
Yeah, you can summon your horse and ride. Again, if you try to ride past the Modron, he'll tell you to fall back.
Seeing the fiery horse summit, it's going to bring flashbacks to Mood, some trauma flashbacks, and I'm gonna say, oh, I haven't seen this since I was being chased down by. Well, never mind. And I'll just carry on.
To Ragnar,
I
leave around a
I
little bit.
forget. Am I with the party currently?
At this point, you're not with them.
No.
You're not with them.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, no, don't worry. We'll do a proper reunion.
Perfect segue.
All right.
I love it.
3 hours across the gears, traveling in a straight line. Your destination soon becomes apparent to you. There's a great clock tower rising from out of this abyss of gears, standing pretty much alone in the heart of this space, like it's the center of some great machine. It looks like a central. It kind of looks like Big Ben. There's a clock on each of its four sides. There's also gears in the middle of it that are turning, and it chimes as it strikes 12.
Does it chime once or 12 times?
Single time. It has no minute hand that you can see.
12 a.m. or 12 p.m.?
Well, you'd have to ask.
If it rung one time,
I'm gonna say, excuse me, guide. That clock tower, is that the name Mechanus? Is that the name of the clock tower, or is that this realm that we're in?
You are in the realm of law and order, Mechanus. Before you stands the center clock.
And while I'm at it, are you going to be a prominent figure in our destination, or are you just transporting us?
I will do what is required by law. For now, I bring you to the center clock.
Have you, by chance, ever heard of Dragarion?
No such concept exists here.
So if there's a center clock, does that mean there's a right and a left clock as well?
Good question.
That would contradict the very nature of this realm.
So why is it called center clock?
Because that is what it is called.
Well, wouldn't that technically
Philosophy.
mean it's the only clock?
There we go.
There are many clocks, such as the ones that count down to the expiration of your mortal forms. I'm quite fond of them.
All right, dude.
My clock stopped and started back up again.
Yeah, mine
So-
too.
So
Is that
where
like-
could are we
ahead,
able to
Wes.
see our own clocks?
Sorry, what did you say, Wes?
I said, are we able to see our own clocks?
You are not permitted to see your own clocks.
Can we see somebody else's clock?
Very well. He points a finger up, and a bunch of figures appear above his head. It reads 3.1 E plus 7 squared.
I am Confucian.
Interesting.
What does it read?
3.1 E plus 7 squared.
I mean, if that's scientific notation, it's a lot of time.
Is that like in second or a minute?
What are we looking at here, guide? And do you have a name, or
I have a name. I am Traffican.
traffic can?
You're looking at a clock.
Does it
Like
change?
is it like a grandfather clock or is it like a Miss Minutes type clock?
Every word spoken by you is more chaotic than the last. Refrain from such talk in front of the Primus.
I think they tell the time by counting in seconds here.
Very
Might be
interesting.
microseconds.
Yeah, it also could be microseconds too. Possibility.
The Primus digs a finger in his ear.
Hey, Traffican, what's that? Hey, Traffican, what's this? Hey, Traffican, can we see that? How long until we get there, Traffican? Come on.
Now,
Traffic
now
in.
that he has his ears covered, let's figure out how to steal some clocks.
Traffican increases his pace a little.
All right. We're going to get there quicker now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shaved 10 minutes off the travel time.
Yes. Well done,
Being
guys.
late.
Well done. Fucking did it. Arriving ahead of schedule.
Okay. You finally reach the center clock. You see more different kinds of modrons here. You see some that are box shaped. You see some that are actually flying around with their wings. You see great pyramid looking ones with spider like legs. There's even one that resembles a starfish with 8 eyes on the end of its tendrils, all watching you. And the crowd of the small monodrones is growing behind you. Tens of thousands now, trailing in your wake like a great parade.
Dang.
All funneling toward the center clock.
Bob's just gonna kind of like wave at them.
The monodrones wave back.
You gotta do
And
the
all is
Primus
one
wave.
in sync.
Oh, jeez.
Quite the crowd we've drawn, it seems.
It is not often that the one and the prime agrees to adjudicate mortal matters.
Has this ever been done before?
It has.
What was the cause for that?
It was the trial of Theragon Moonwalker.
Oh. Can you share any details about that?
Moonwalker v. Octeron, case number 7-3-4.762. Moonwalker was accused of threatening the fabric of the multiverse. Primus ruled in favor of Octeron. Moonwalker sentenced to immediate execution.
Ruled
But
in
how?
favor of Theragon, but Moonwalker was
Octeron.
Octeron was sentenced.
No. The Primus ruled in favor of Octeron.
I see. And Moonwalker was sentenced. Where did he go once he was sentenced? Was he jailed or?
No, he was taken into the heart of the center clock to be pulled apart molecule by molecule.
Woof.
Execution was never carried out.
Oof. And what was
I mean, at least
the
it wasn't,
crime of threatening
pulled
the
Adam
fabric
by
of the
Adam.
multiverse? Not Adam by Adam.
Room starts to sweat.
Yeah.
The execution was never carried out.
Wait, what? What
Did
do you mean?
he
They're-
escape?
He was granted a pardon.
By Primus?
That information is classified.
Is there someone above Primus?
There is none above the one and the prime in Mechanus.
And
Would
who
you
could
say
grant
that-
him a pardon?
Sounds fishy to
That-
me.
Information is classified.
So how can we get clearance to get to the classified information?
You cannot.
You cannot.
That sounds rather unfair.
It's
This is the realm of law. Everything is fair.
traffic
He is the
cannon.
one, the prime.
I don't understand. Is he the epitome of this realm, the one who dictates and rules all here, who keeps all in order here?
He is the law.
If he sentenced,
I am the law.
if he sentenced Moonwalker to be taken to the center clock, to be ripped apart molecule by molecule, how could he have been granted a pardon?
That information is classified.
I don't know. It doesn't sound fair or just to me.
Release the Theragon files.
Let's fucking go. 2026, release the Theragon files. That's awesome.
I would not recommend saying such things in front of the Primus. He is the law.
Does the Primus have orange hair and small hands? Just asking.
No.
Has the Dragarion ever visited this realm?
I know of no such name.
Interesting.
Sounds pretty unimportant.
No, he's the most important, arguably. I mean, everyone here in my party knows just how important he is, right, everyone? I'm gonna look at all of them.
I mean, I wouldn't call him important.
0, 2, 3, 6.
Hey, you talking to? Aren't we in
I'm
the
just
place
gonna-
full of clocks?
I'm just gonna shake my head.
He takes out his book of Jagarion's Edict of a Proper World. It's like, I got
Oh,
it
he-
signed.
Are you going to show it to the Modron?
Yeah, what's in the Motron?
Okay, the Modron takes the book and
Wait, what
flips
is
through
that?
it and closes it and hands it back to you.
Oh my God, he just
Listen.
fucking read the whole thing.
Like, can you teach me that?
No, your brain is too slow to process information as quickly as I can.
There were spells to help me read
That's
faster, but I
fucking
don't have
awesome.
any of them anymore.
Oh my God, that's so cool, dude. What exactly was it that? What is that scary looking book there? Rune, what is that? Where did you get that? Would I recognize something like that, DM?
I don't think you. No, I don't think you do. It's not a book you've ever seen before.
Okay. So I'm asking Rune, where did you find something like that?
Well, after we killed you the second time, in which, we have to talk about that. It's really weighing on me and it's giving me more nightmares than I already have.
Maybe
But
the second time.
don't worry about it just yet. We found a treasure room where, Wes got a bazooka.
What's a bazooka?
Think of his gun, but bigger and bigger boom.
Just show her, Wes.
Like a fireball.
Wes will pull out his arm and then transform it into the video.
Oh.
Yeah,
By
and there
Dragarion.
were security cameras there, but I found this book along with these slippers that actually don't fit my decor, and I was thinking that you could have them. It
What are the
fits
slippers
your
look like?
vibe. The slippers of spider climbing is very gothic looking. Like,
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, they got high heels.
They got high heels? Bro, how do y'all feel about mood in high heels? Walking around with a clap, 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 clap.
Rune was using them, was like clopping around, but it's just like, I had to stretch his heels after a while. I'll give you the slippers of spider climbing, or the heels of spider climbing, I guess.
These do look appealing.
You just can literally climb on the walls. Like you have a climb speed.
Oh, you know what? I believe I have a spell that allows me to do such a thing. You said spider
Saves-
climbing, right? I
Saves
believe
your
I've got
spell
that
slot.
spell. Well,
And you know what? Since you're so into Jakari,
you.
you have this book and also some pieces of you.
I'm sorry, pieces of me? What?
Yeah,
As
and
I
Rune
hold the
Hands,
book, my eyes are wide. I'm not like.
moved a bag of adamantine dust. It's worth a lot of money.
This is a little overwhelming. I don't know what to say.
Oh, and speaking of money, I actually give Rune some extra money. We also got this money because of you. And Rune gives Mood about 3,000 gold.
Casually.
The mood's like stumbling at this point.
I was like, there you go, man. I really missed you.
I
9,
I-
8, 2, 5, 8. Keep going. No, I'm listening.
All
All
No,
right.
mood is awestruck.
I'm
All right. So while this is happening, the center clock gets closer, but now you've reached it. And under the eyes of all these very weirdly shaped modrons, you get walked into the tower and into a chamber that picture like the Senate from Star Wars, right? But
Okay.
each of the seats here is a gear that is turning, but it's like this great sawtooth funnel rising up and growing wider. And in the center is a strange pool of bubbling blue liquid. And you see three more of the same type of Modron that Traffican is. All they look identical to each other. There's no physical differences. They're standing with their hands clasped, looking at you. And Traffican turns and takes his place among them. Briefing will now commence. He says, "Gather the remaining advisors." One of the other Modrons snaps his fingers, and Ragnar, you appear beside them.
Hola.
Oh shit.
What's he looking
Ragnar.
like?
You guys forgot me where?
Yeah, sorry. You were asleep and we were kind of in a rush. You were pretty badly hurt, so we didn't want to bother your recovery either.
I have walked for 5,000 miles.
And I have walked 500 miles.
Where did you go?
Just there and back again.
Well, a lot
How
has
far
happened.
away from us did he appear?
Maybe 30 feet ish.
Mood hesitates, taking another step forward.
So what do you guys got going on?
Well, where do we even begin?
Oh, has anybody seen my sack?
He's gonna look down between his
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah, right. I was just thinking that. Oh my god.
Bob's gonna rummage through his
I think
stuff.
I think somebody grabbed my sack.
I was like,
It's
give me
actually for
one
rats.
second. Oh my god. Bob's gonna give me one moment. I'm gonna pull out the sack.
Well, you know what? If you have it, go ahead and hold on to it. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't,
Flashing your
lost
sack?
somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, it's just I'm making sure because I have. I'll shake it, but like no noise comes out because it's a bag of holding.
You're
Yeah.
shaking my sack.
You said what?
Why are you shaking my sack?
No, I thought it would make a jingle. We have a ton of money in here.
Jingle balls, jingle balls.
Oh, hold on, I forgot how much I have in there. I forgot to make the note on how much I had after buying that ring that I bought.
You bought the ring for 20,000.
Yeah, I was gonna say 20,000 gold was the cost of that ring.
Yeah.
Geez, you guys had 20,000 gold.
I was thinking the
Oh, they
exact
have
same
so
thing.
much more.
Yeah. we have
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
They raided Dragarian's horde.
hmm
I currently have 674 gold, and that was like the most out of the party by a mile when I left.
Yeah. Yeah. It's chump change
Rushes
nowadays.
to your
A
character
lot.
and gives him a big hug. It's like, I missed you, buddy. What happened to the beard, man? Here's some money.
I do still have 20 pounds of solid gold on me, though.
I don't even remember what you got that from.
It was in that. It was when we met Dorothy. Like the columns and stuff were made of gold, and I was
Dragon.
breaking
There's
chunks
that
off.
dragon room where we killed the.
There was a scene
That's
where
right,
we
it
decided
was.
what to carry from Ragnar's person because he was carrying a lot of shit. You know, like the giant teeth from the aboleth. You know, we scrapped that.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah.
there
What,
was
you
some other
scrapped
things, but
it?
The
like,
bear pelt.
yeah, yeah. Sorry, we lost your 130 pounds of bear pellet. That's gone. We were like,
Yeah,
what's
oh.
important here? What's the necessities?
Well, technically, everything they didn't take was left with you on the observatory.
Okay,
So
so
you
what
still
all
have it.
what all did you guys take?
The sword. And I think that's it.
I think it was just everything that was in the bag of holding. Because you just took
No,
the
we-
bag and didn't take anything out.
Yeah,
I have everything that was in my inventory, or like in
Yes.
my backpack.
Yes, definitely.
So I still have my 50 pounds of dragon bones, my 10 pounds of dragon claws, my dragon hide, my dragon teeth.
Yeah, because I don't think we touched the dragon stuff.
no.
Because I still want to make like some super sick looking armor out of this stuff at some point.
Because I remember we ended up taking the sword.
Yes, you
Because
did
that
take the
was
sword.
mentioned.
Yeah, everybody takes Ragnar's sword.
Just so big.
That's what all the ladies say, right? It's just so big.
I don't think
Leaves
you had
them-
any. If you were carrying one of the keys, they took that as well.
Yeah. I was gonna say my sword always leaves them burning, but that's something. For
Oh my god!
No, you don't want to say that. Mood will just kind of mutter in the direction of Ragnar, really, really tense, and say, "So what happened to you?"
I don't know. I was in a back to tank, and then no, was I in a back to tank? I forget.
No, you did not
There you
go
go.
into a back to tank.
Okay. Well, I
They
woke
did
up.
replace them.
Everybody was gone. Uncle Bob was nice enough to give me a new hand. And
You don't remember how you got there?
was there like a giant space elevator? Why am I remembering a space elevator?
There wasn't a space elevator. So during the confrontation with Spring, you tried to use the booby-trapped wish crystal. It blew up your hands.
Oh yeah.
Lord Spring was going to kill you guys, and then I think Mood used the scroll teleportation. No. And it was
Attempted to.
SD9. Yeah, you attempted to. He counterspelled it, and then SD9 intervened and teleported you out to the observatory on Uncle Bob's orders. And it was that direct interference that caught the attention of SD8, and that's why it was able to find you.
Mhm.
Wait, who's
That's
SD8?
right. Yeah,
That's my
Or
younger brother.
S9.
yeah. SD8's a bitch.
Yeah, so it was revealed that the overclocks that are hunting Bob are part of the SD series. So SD9 is one of them, but he's been reprogrammed to help.
Classic.
Yeah, so the first fight that you missed was the fight against the bunch of the T1 units that could adapt to damage types. And then after that, there was the whole Bob surgery thing where you fought all the oranges. And I think those are the only two fights you slept through.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Were you telling
Speed
me
of
something
oranges.
about how my isn't my oath no longer valid or something like that?
Oh, your compulsion to summer, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what we all want to know.
Yeah, when you woke up, it has disappeared, but you don't know why. It is gone.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what Mood is itching to know. She's gonna say something along the lines of, and your patron.
I retired from that life.
That's good to hear.
I'm no
That
longer
is-
in service of anybody else.
That is a breath.
I was
of
laid off,
fresh
okay?
air. I was laid off. Oh.
I'm on furlough.
Hope you don't go back because those seasons, there's something wrong with them. I fear that these keys have tainted them.
I can't go back. They made me sign a non-compete to get my severance.
He really is a lawyer now.
Mid will just have the slightest smirk and say, "Welcome back, big guy."
What a journey, though, huh?
You missed a lot, man. You missed a lot. We
It,
could have
it's
used your
been
help
like
a lot of times.
it's been like 5 days in game time, by the way.
Yeah.
Granted, a lot has happened. It's felt like a month.
Yeah, dude. For real. Mood is going to look over at Kalis. What's his demeanor seeing Ragnar here?
Okay, this is just gonna be ever so slightly annoyed at seeing him, but just happy to have his god back in his life.
Mhm.
He's gonna leave the past in the past, and he's just not gonna say anything.
Jeez, I didn't realize I was your god.
All right, one of the Modrons leans over to Chathakan and says, "How many life cycles are these mortals going to waste prattling?" By my calculations, says the other, at least 0.6 more.
0.6 or more.
Why not make it 0.7?
Given your average calculated word count per minute, I would say it's unlikely you will achieve such amount of time before you die.
Are we being waited on, or are we waiting for something?
You're being waited on.
I thought we were
It's very
one.
rude.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, yeah, no, Ragnar disappeared.
Yes, Ragnar disappeared.
all right. Where do we go next then?
The trial will be carried out here. First, you must be briefed on your expectations. We are here
Yeah.
today to see to the trial of Dinier versus Sanders. You will
Who
act
versus who?
as character witnesses on behalf of Mr. Sanders.
Oh, I will.
You, Mr. Iron Fist, have been appointed special counsel to Mr. Sanders by special request.
Special counsel.
I hope you have all your filings in order.
Quite.
He's brought quite the case.
You will
Or
find
objection
anything you
removed.
need in this ledger. The Modron pulls out a small book and hands it to you, Ragnar.
Witness list,
Among other things,
evidentiary discovery.
present.
All right, I'll look over it.
Okay, you open the book and you just see strings of numbers, but they're all highlighted like hyperlinks.
Oh, interesting.
Kind of like PoE. The links have
Okay,
links.
I feel compelled to touch one of them with the tip of my finger.
Okay, you touch it, it turns purple, and a gigantic stack of papers, twice your height, appears beside
Oh my god, that's
You
fucking
don't have the
awesome.
spell that lets me read faster?
you. Traffican looks upon you with pity.
I don't know. It doesn't seem fair to me. They're just now giving us all this. Damn.
And
You will be
same
given
people-
all the time you need to familiarize yourself.
We were just yelled at for talking for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And now we have all the time we need.
See, this, Mr. Sylvanar, is a matter of importance.
Mr. Sylvanar is my father. He'll just look away.
According to my records, was.
Jesus.
He is the new Lord Sylvanar.
There is no lord here but the Primus. He is the law.
and the Holy
Yes,
Spirit.
Is there a Mrs. Primus?
He is the prime and the one.
So
Is
he's
there
only
secondus?
He is.
Secondus.
Yes, they all four say in unison.
Wow.
Can the secondus become the Primus?
No, they respond. He is the prime and the one.
So, how
Is that
much time
redundant?
are we allotted to have Iron Fist over here look over these files before we begin?
We will permit Iron Fist to step into a pocket dimension where time does not pass in order to fulfill his legal obligations, so that we might return to this matter promptly.
Can we come too?
If Mr. Iron Fist permits it. Be advised,
Yeah.
you are being monitored at all times to prevent witness tampering. Please refrain from discussing the details of this case.
And what is the case?
As already stated, this is the case of Denair versus Sanders.
How do you spell that first name?
Deneir.
Smokey. Smokey Elizabeth Sanders.
Oh, but who is this Denier?
You do not know?
Wait,
Nope.
Smokey? His eyes are gonna widen in realization. Do you mean our Smokey?
Mr. Sanders is sometimes known as Smokey.
It's gonna look back at the rest of the party. Smokey is here?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
Wasn't he in that tank when we left?
Was he in a bag of tank?
He is.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
he
tank,
was,
He's
yeah.
also not in the tank.
Maybe
Yeah.
this is the Smokey that Uncle Bob was talking about.
Mood
But
is
he
gonna close her eyes with flashbacks of seeing Summer bring down the sword on Smokey and watching his head roll.
Hey, let's go over our favorite memories of Smokey. Mine was when he killed that little girl.
Mine is when he stole my bomb and blew himself up.
Still live
I
though.
like
Yep.
I liked when he pressed that button and the city split in half.
Yeah.
Wait, when did Smokey
time!
kill a little girl?
Oh, it was when we were outside fuck, what city was that again?
Same city, Redstone City.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Mood killed her.
Well, it was he
No.
participated.
Yeah. Mood essentially let what's his face into
Sorlock the Warlock.
Sorlock into Mira's body, and basically instead of letting Sorlock live in this girl's body, he killed her. He slit her throat.
Yeah, I feel like you can't really put that on Smokey.
But he's not on trial for that.
Um,
Don't worry.
By the way, what are the exact charges?
They're in the file.
Yeah, that is what he says.
Well, no, but like obviously me, the player, I need to know.
Yeah.
All you were told was that he's being put on trial by the forces of the celestial plane for the destruction of a sacred city.
A sacred city? Does it say which one?
It's Kadamar. As
You share
recently
that?
destroyed a few episodes ago by a nuclear bomb.
For those that don't know what Kadamar is,
Yeah,
Kadamar
I
was
gonna
the
say I need a
place where
recap on that.
we first met.
Kadamar is the capital city of Valhalla, the world in which this takes place. Yeah, it is indeed the city where you all met. You only recently came back, or the Wild Hunt did, to confront Ichthyoplatus and the Mind Flayers, and it is now a big crater. The Door of Midnight is now exposed to the open air.
And there was a nuke that was dropped there, allegedly.
I feel like I need
Allegedly.
more details as to what exactly happened.
Let's go over it in the pocket dimension.
Yeah, all the fine details will be in the files.
In the files.
All right. The Mordron waves his hand, and a slash of light opens, portal into a gray, featureless room. Apparently, this is your pocket dimension.
All right, I step in.
Can we follow?
Anybody who would like to follow can go.
Mood will go.
I'll go.
Bubbles.
I'll
Bubbles,
follow.
yeah. Okay.
Rune
I'll
isn't
go in.
too sure if he could stay in the pocket dimension, but he'll go.
Only one way to find
Open
out.
up some black hole or something in the time space continuum.
All right. You step in, the portal closes behind you, leaving you in a completely enclosed wall of smooth, featureless gray stone. There's no source of light, but it's lit anyway. And even though it is just a small, cramped room, the air is cold and clean. It's not stuffy at all.
Wait, what
we
happens
have-
to the bag of holding in a pocket dimension?
And
As long as it's contained and nothing.
Pocket dimension.
sometimes it works, sometimes it's just inert.
I'm sure they would have warned you if there was anything to be wary of.
Okay. So I'm going to activate all the links.
Oh my god.
You
See
just
how much-
you just drag your fingers down the page, and just stacks and stacks of papers appear all around you. You can even re-hit the one that you did outside and recreate that pile of papers.
Amazing.
You're now basically in like a pillow fort made out of scrolls and parchment.
Awesome.
All
I
right,
don't know if
let's get to work.
Is there
Alright, well,
any
let's
like
start.
like food or drink or anything in here, like bathrooms or beds or anything?
There's nothing else that you can see.
Nothing else. Okay. How long do you think this is gonna take?
Well, I need an explanation as to what happened in Kadamar.
I don't know what happened in Kadamar.
None of us were there.
We all left together, and it was fine when we left.
Smokey, what happened in Kadamar?
Well, Smokey's not there.
Yeah, that's Ollie, who's with
Yeah.
you right now.
Unless
Yes.
you're asking table talk wise what happened.
Well, yeah, I as the player, not the character. I as the player need to know because I obviously I wasn't there, so I
So
didn't-
All right.
these files, if you go through them, you can find a summary of the events that led up to the crime. So the in their own words, if they would like to, or I can give a summary, whichever you would prefer.
What we can do is
The-
probably have the DM do a quick summary, and then we can add details as we go. You know,
The
from player
super
perspective.
long story short is Smokey grabbed a nuclear bomb and blew up a mother brain, which, you know, the entire town was infested with mind flayers. So he used the bomb to kill the brain, which killed all the mind flayers that was possessing everyone in the town, but consequently also destroyed the entire town. And it was like
Yeah.
3 million plus people.
Yeah, so you
Which
use
might
the
be-
word town very liberally there.
Yeah, yeah. It was capital.
Okay, so
Which
does
Smokey
Smokey
survived, by the
have
way.
does
I think you cut out a little bit.
Yeah,
there.
you cut out
Smokey
completely.
weapons or ballistic? Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
can
got
hear
you.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Smokey have any knowledge related to nuclear weapons as far as like yield size, how the physics works with it?
No.
He
No,
did
he
not.
met a wizard who was obnoxious as hell. We thought he was a fraud, and gave him a box with a button that's like a big red button. They told him not to push until he was ready, and we all thought it was going to be a fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
As a point, just like a clarification, he did tell you that he expected the blast to destroy the entire city.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but then there was a lot of things that he had
Ooh.
that just didn't work
So
the way he said
yeah,
He lied
that's
about
the
that.
thing is that he like for our entire visit with him, he always said that he was going to do something amazing and flamboyant, and he was going to attack these enemies that we were fighting, and every single thing that he did was just an illusion. It never actually did anything. You know, like he would attack with lightning, but it was just for show. You know, he fell down a flight of stairs and just like laid there dead. So everything that he said he was going to do, it amounted to nothing. So we thought he was just a big fraud. But the one thing that wasn't the fraud was this bomb.
He wasn't a wizard; he was a physicist. We just didn't know that.
So, Ragnar, you do as you go through this thing, you can see that there's a list of witness names, which include the names of your party members and also names that you're not familiar with. And you also see that you have the right to call additional witnesses if you see fit.
You should definitely call the wizards.
Like to phone a friend?
I don't know if we want that wizard as a witness.
You definitely do.
You definitely
He-
Definitely do.
Yeah.
His statements might work against our
Actually, yeah.
preferred defense strategy.
Nah, he
Not
might take
even
all the
that.
credit.
If you're gonna do a character defense thing, you definitely need to bring what's his name? Croc.
I'll bring the best defense.
So I'm thinking,
Points everything.
I'm thinking we go with a diminished capacity defense, wherein there was no way that Smokey could have known that it was actually going to work. So we can't call the wizard because the wizard's going to be like, "Oh, I was telling him the whole time." So we don't want the wizard.
I kind of agree.
That's a fair point. Very
But the
fair
wizard
point.
could be the
unless
opposite
you can, do the opposite.
because the wizard made him do it. The wizard provided him with it and told him to do it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm good enough to treat the wizard as a hostile witness in order to trick him into giving us the kind of testimony we would need.
I don't think I'm
Smokey is
saying
if you need him to the stand.
He'll tell you he's the greatest
You know,
wizard.
I'd like to call my co-counsel,
Yeah,
Gary.
he's
Table talk.
Archeron reincarnate.
If you
He'll
just
tell
flatter the
you-
wizard, he'll tell you whatever you want to hear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Call
right.
him hot.
Tell him
Call
he's
him hot.
pretty and
Yeah.
sexy, and
Yeah, actually,
his
that would be
weakness.
good. Yeah, just tell him he's sexy and then say, okay, I will continue to tell you that you're sexy for as long as you want, as long as you say blah, 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 blah on the defense stand.
Well, and even
Magnificent
still,
wizard.
table talk wise, if theoretically all these notes are correct, we would have known about opening the door and like him being flattered by it too. Technically speaking, so Ragnar could have found that in
Opening
the
door.
notes.
What door?
the door saying who's
That's right.
who's the sexiest man alive.
Oh, yeah.
Or wait, sorry, what the fuck was it? I can't remember what it was.
It was something
Damn
like that.
But did the wizard believe that he was deceiving you in his action?
No, he didn't believe what he
No.
was saying half the time.
No, the wizard also had fucking some mind flayers in his house too.
In his head.
Yeah, so he fully expected the bomb to work, but through his actions, it appeared to you that he
Yeah.
was crazy.
Yes, very
Yeah.
much so.
He did also technically say from like just Smokey's perspective, the only thing Smokey heard was that this would stop the mind flayers. He didn't hear anything about the city being destroyed on his
Yeah,
end.
the how was not explained. Just that if you use it, it would have destroyed. It would have.
It will
ended the
destroy
threats.
it in Smokey's mind. Just saying this, it would have came across as, oh, we can destroy the enemy. We can destroy the ones who hide underneath. We can defeat them all by using this weapon that we have. And that's all Smokey heard, because one, Smokey's an airhead, but two, he was doing what he thought was essentially right, was defeating all the mind flayers, because the city was going to be destroyed anyways, with or without his intervention.
Yeah, so the big crutch I'm thinking to this defense is if they bring up the disc.
The disc is not in
Because-
play in this at all.
As
This
far as like prior history, like Smokey's previous conduct when it comes to pushing buttons and what happens.
in a technical sense, the button did it. Smokey didn't do it. So, like,
Yeah, but you see the prosecution simply has to point out that Smokey has history and foreknowledge of pushing random buttons and catastrophes happening.
yeah, but it's only happened 3 times. Like, this is really bad coin flips.
But there's an established precedent.
Yeah, there's a pattern
wait.
to this.
Quick side note: can we have the DM deafen because he's hearing all the cases, so he knows exactly.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I can do
gonna be
that.
You know,
It would be a long demo.
It is funny listening to the reason.
He's like, write that down, write that down.
Counterpoint.
Counterpoint.
We had sex like 10 times on kids, so who would have thought?
Yeah, but even still, counterpoint, Bob using it essentially turned terrible for him, and it turned good for both Kalis and essentially who else was it? I mean, I guess we wouldn't have known about Ragnar walking into a destroyed city. But yeah, it
And
turned
also-
out positive, and like that was just the thing. The button was pressed with knowledge of helping. It wasn't with the intent to kill or hurt. Blame
Yeah.
ignorance. Because even
Unfortunately,
after,
ignorance is not a defense.
well,
Yeah.
and even still, the fact that it was used around him regularly by Bob, and it also worked out in our favor for the most part.
Well, if they want to trial him for murder, they'll have to prove that he had intent to kill everyone, not intent. His intent was never that.
No.
Well, I don't know, how the legal structure works in this area, but not all degrees of murder require intent.
There's manslaughter.
Well, so does the case summary say? What now that we're looking at the notes, do we know what the actual?
Yeah, what are the charges?
What are the charges?
Okay, yeah. The specific charge is breach of contract leading to the wholesale destruction and murder of protected civilians under the authority of the celestial plane.
Who was the breach of
Okay,
contract for? Does it
Yeah.
specify?
What's the
Asmodeus.
contract state?
Yeah, it was breach of contract with Asmodeus and Denier.
But it doesn't seem like the citizens were protected anyways, because the majority of them taken over.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so what was the contract though? What was the agreement?
So the terms of the contract were to infiltrate Kadamar, recover the 2 celestial keys of Octeron within the city, and to specifically not engage in violence of any form.
Wait, did Smokey
With
ever sign that contract? Or did Asmodeus sign that contract?
Asmodeus signed the contract.
But also, we went in as essentially acolytes for Asmodeus to grab these keys.
Yeah, the Wild Hunt is their contracted souls.
But were they made aware of this agreement when they agreed
Yes.
to work with?
Well, they
Well-
chose not to read it, but they were made aware. Chris even
I
had
don't-
a helpful timestamp if you want to read that out again.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody was here yet.
Episode 39 of The Door of Midnight on Andrew's YouTube channel. Episode 39 at 13 minutes. If you just play it from there, you'll hear long and short what Asmodeus says, which is to, breach and infiltrate and extract, and do not attack the Twilight God under any circumstances, and do not start a full-scale war.
Technically, we didn't start the war. We ended
Yeah,
it
we didn't start a
before
war.
it even started. So
Wars can be
Yeah.
short like that.
We started it by not accepting the gift.
In that party's defense, it was all self-defense, really.
100%.
Can I ask
Just-
a clarifying question? Does it say in the files who this Denier is?
There is a section on Denier, just like how there's a section on everybody. I can give you a brief overview. Denier is a lesser deity of the celestial plane. He is the god of art, cartography, glyphs, images, knowledge, literature, and scholars. He's known as the Lord of all glyphs and images, the scribe of Agma, and the first scribe.
Okay, so I
Got
think
about half of that.
what we want to do is we want to attempt to argue that the contract is invalid because it is too vague.
Okay,
Especially-
let's run a simulation.
Well, so the reason I would say that it is too vague is specifically this scenario. There's no possible way that Smokey could have known that pressing the button would then be seen as an act of violence because he didn't know what the button would do.
Well, he knew what that button would do.
Well, I thought
No,
Smokey said that to Smokey, all he knew was that the button would destroy the enemies.
Yes, and that was it. Just destroy the enemies.
Hmm.
Here's another one about, gross negligence on the side of the contracts, because when they say under no circumstance, you can never describe a contract plainly under like those, like when you sign a waiver for like rock climbing or skydiving, right? You technically sign a waiver saying if you get hurt,
Yeah.
you're not going to sue. But if they had gross negligence in the sense like the plane wasn't maintained and it crashed, you can still sue. Right. In this case, there's gross negligence on the part of Denier saying his people are protected, but they were already infested by mind flayers. So
Yeah.
it's definitely like an
Yeah, that's the
extraordinary
biggest thing.
circumstance.
Hmm. Yeah, we could
Yeah,
say that the
that's-
city was already gone. It wasn't the Twilight Guard anymore. It was just a body of mind flayers.
As an aside here, Ragnar, do you want to read the whole witness list?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Okay, the witness list is as follows: Mood, Bob, Kayla Sylvanar, Rune, Grok Croc, Ashkar Huntclaw, Model 17, Ashengale, Alexandre Mishra, Asmodeus, Irisiri, Malagor, the False Hydra, Crazy Jim, Verini, and Octeron.
Crazy
Jim.
Jim is in there.
Character witness, baby.
What was the last one? I missed that one. After Crazy Jim, I like freaked out.
Verini and Octeron.
Verini.
I'm surprised the false Hydra's in there.
Yeah, how can the false Hydra be in there? It like erases everything once it like looks at you. Interesting that these creatures know what that is.
I will be submitting Smokey to my witness list.
Okay, yeah, I'm adding Smokey. Did you want to add Roger Stoneworth, the wizard?
That's the crazy
Roger
wizard.
Stoneworth, that's right.
It'll be pure entertainment.
You can add him to the witness list, but you could also not question him too. However,
Yeah.
you would be
But
up for
that's
the
the- if I'm-
prosecutors to use it too.
Yeah, why would, if I'm not going to question him, then I wouldn't want him on the witness list.
Also, I don't know if you want to put Smokey's current character, Ollie, on the witness list, because he's not.
Not involved in any way.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't know anything about Ollie.
Can he be the
Hey.
courtroom artist?
Wasn't Ollie my nurse supposed to be singing my wounds better? Is that the whole reason?
You know, I've never drew anything, but I could give it a shot.
Or gives him a pen and paper. Just like, I believe in you.
It just looks like the O.J. Simpson trial for some reason. Like, what the
I'm
fuck is
gonna-
happening?
Okay, so we're not putting Roger on. I'm gonna send you the list, Ragnar, just so you can look at it and call out people without having to ask me every time who's on it. Anybody else you'd like to add?
What about Yep, man?
Corgan?
Oh, man.
How would he be involved in that?
Character witness.
I mean, he
yeah.
wasn't a witness to the explosion, but I
No,
guess
but
he
he's-
was smoking.
That's not what a character witness does.
Are all the witnesses currently living? We're not including dead people.
We're including
Well, if you
Well,
look at the list,
dead.
you might see some people who are dead.
false
Excuse
Hydra's
me?
definitely dead.
Hold on. Can you post that list real quick?
Sure.
I'm gonna see this and I'm gonna poop my fucking pants. Oh shit. Okay. Never mind. Well, 2 of them are definitely dead. 3 of them are dead.
Don't say you're a series one of them.
Oh, God.
By the way, did Siri live? I need to.
We don't know.
You guys
Not
got
so
witness-
Don't know.
witness stand?
No.
We have no idea.
Well, you
We've
thought I
asked
would
you so many
resolve
times.
that without you?
Yeah, we even asked, and he was like, "I don't know. We'll just have to wait."
Yeah.
Summon people to the witness stand, and maybe she'll appear.
Yeah, but the thing is, the false Hydra's on the witness list, and the false Hydra's dead. So that's
So is
still not
Bernie. Bernie got fucking disintegrated.
that won't help.
Wait, which one was Verini the dragon?
Yes,
Yeah.
Bernie was the dragon that got taken over by Krelvon. And
Okay,
you
so
used
is
the
it
green
the-
key and
is it the-
disintegrated her bitch ass.
Is it the living or the undead version of Verini?
No. It doesn't say.
She just comes back.
It doesn't say for Malagor either.
Oh fuck! The fucking Minotaur. I forgot about Malagor.
Yeah, I mean, we would know because if it were Malagor the Butcher, then we know which one it is versus Malagor the Redeemed.
It doesn't say. It doesn't give anybody their titles. Not even Asmodeus.
Let's go ahead and add Mira
Mm.
to the witness list.
With
Is she
Oh.
dead?
Yes.
Man. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because Smokey doesn't remember anyway. So
Oh, do you not have
Yeah,
your
right.
memories?
No, because of the false Hydra. False Hydra like erases
So yeah,
the existence
she
of
was
everything.
there. She was there during that campaign and got eaten.
What, Mira was?
Yeah.
Smokey sold his soul to bring her back, and so she was with them, and then she got eaten, and he forgot about her. But you can still call her as a
Jeez.
witness, even if Smokey doesn't remember her.
No, wouldn't that be that all of us would not recognize that name now?
Technically.
That's
Yeah.
not how it works. It's got to
False
be
Hydra's dead,
localized.
isn't it?
It's got to be localized.
Well, no, the memories don't come back when the Hydra dies.
Right.
But people who are not afflicted by the Hydra's song are not going to forget. It's not
Oh,
like she
so
gets literally
bad.
erased from the timeline.
Oh,
This isn't Balefire.
That's what I
the
thought.
song. Yeah, that's right.
But she
So-
died again, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, she
Mhm.
dies again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeez.
Whoops.
So the good
Yeah,
part is
Smokey essentially watched
Died
her
and
get eaten in
forgotten.
front of him, and he etched in his arm, "Oh my God, they're eating her! Oh my God, she's dead!"
Great.
And what was fucked up about all this, just for like clarification, the whole time, whenever that happened, I as the player was under the impression that like the barkeep, like the guy's wife, was dead, and that's who died. But he told us after we killed the false Hydra at the very end. Yeah, that was Mirror, by the way.
Yeah.
So that innkeeper's wife did die. That wasn't a false correlation, but I was purposely misdirecting you.
Right. That's what I was saying. I was under the impression that that's who was eaten, but it wasn't.
Okay, am I the only one that thinks something funky is going to happen when the false Hydra is called to the witness stand?
I don't think it can be.
Because you're
Like, these are
describing to me,
witnesses, but
you're describing to
Lose
me
our
the
memories.
abilities of this creature.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't
So
think
it's gonna get
that
called
these
in and everybody's gonna
witnesses can
forget.
be called though.
Well,
So-
I mean, it's quite possible that he goes in there and his magic's just null and void. Like he can't do anything.
But he's dead.
Well, here's the question: Do
So is
Mechanus have
Malagor.
ears?
What'd you say, Blaze?
So, do Mechanus have ears? And that might be the answer. Can they hear?
Hmm.
But, like they'll be subject to the song, is what you're saying.
Yep. Get your cotton balls ready, boys. I might need 'em.
Yeah. I don't know. Like there's I guess two ways that it could play out. Like either one, everyone on the witness stand can be called and they do show up, or everyone on the witness stand can be called and they don't show up because they are unable to be called because they're dead.
I'm gonna request a recess till we find them.
Well, it could also be that since this is the realm of law and order, this can transcend essentially.
It could. Yep, that's why it's one of the options that they could show up.
Because I mean, theoretically speaking, like you probably won't have a physical false Hydra, or a physical Irisiri, or a physical Varini. Like it might just be like essentially their essences there. Essence I, essence sissies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Alright, what else?
So, do we have our arguments? Do we know what's going on? What's the legal play?
Yeah,
You
so
do-
I'm
there
thinking.
is, sorry, there's also information here about the prosecution, the person who's going to be carrying out the accusation. Is listed as a guy named Allegantrillum, known as the Hand of Denier.
That's the defense or the prosecution, you said?
Prosecution, you're the defense.
Allegantrillum. Wait, all of us are the defense or just
No,
Ragnar?
Ragnar's the defense prosecution. You are all witnesses.
Yeah,
I'm
we're witnesses,
counsel
okay.
for the defense.
Correct.
Denier. I feel like I heard that name before.
Yeah, that's the god who is. If Smokey was being sued, that would be the person doing the suing.
Lesser deity of
Objection!
celestial plane, god of art, cartography, literature, and scholar, scribe of Ogma, blah 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 blah. Title.
Yeah, but I can't remember. Was he party to the contract? Is that what it was?
So it was
Yeah.
explained that Asmodeus has a contract, a separate agreement with the celestial plane, not to interfere with places that they are under their protection. So by destroying Kadamar, technically it was Asmodeus in violation, but the stipulations of the contract let him throw all the blame on Smokey, which is what he did.
Okay.
So it's like Asmodeus is getting a slap on the wrist, and the book is being thrown at Smokey.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
So yeah. So I think
back to Denier.
well, so I think what we're going for here is try to invalidate the contract due to being overly vague, and Smokey having diminished capacity because he was not informed of what his action constituted when he did it.
I like it.
Yeah, we also got to bring up the fact that it was mainly self-defense because the town was already overrun and conquered by what you would consider an enemy faction. So that means Denier did not uh, truly have that town or that city under his protection. Because if it really
But
was, he wouldn't have
was every single citizen consumed by a mind flayer?
From our recollection, like from all of the like player characters, essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
what had
it was like
happened for clarification, so the brain teleported out, right? The brain teleported out from underneath the temple. It came up, and it was what did it essentially take over a dragon? DM?
Yeah,
Is that
it was
what
like a
happened?
dragon.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
like a
it had that dragon
brain
the whole
hybrid.
time, but yeah.
But the dragon was essentially spraying out like little like larvae to infect all of like humanity there, to transform them all into mind flayers essentially. And every person we came across was writhing in pain and transforming before our very eyes. Not like fully physically, but they were all essentially afflicted with the same thing with all the larvae.
I would say for Ragnar's sake, there were definitely thousands of people who were still alive and actively trying to flee the city when the bomb went off.
Okay, see, that's what I'm looking for.
But thousands out of how many? Like,
Well, that you know you don't know, you
It,
definitely don't have an idea about how many people had died or how many people were left. You definitely don't know that. But
it
there was
only
a
takes one to violate the contract.
when you guys were trying to chase after Smokey, you were being like pushed back because you were trying to fight through a crowd of humanity that was trying to flee.
I thought that was a crowd of people that were being like infected and attacked, right?
Essentially, that's what was happening, but they weren't actively being attacked. They were running for their lives from everything.
And we could actually go back and count, but I believe that Smokey only had to sneak through 4 streets, so that's 4 streets that had been entirely subdued,
Mm-hmm.
and there elsewhere there was fighting in this big city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds
It was definitely
Yeah.
not have been possible for one dragon to infect the entire city in one day.
well, not in one day, no,
True.
but this was not a one-day operation. Like he had his base underneath the temple. You know, the mind flayers were doing that covert operation for who knows how long.
Well, I'm talking about
Yeah.
specifically the whole spewing of tadpoles everywhere with
Oh
his breath.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the point is there were in fact citizens that weren't infected that it did die, and therefore that is grounds for violating the contract. So I don't think we can use that as part of the defense that everybody was getting infected, because all you need is one person that wasn't infected that was killed by the bomb. There you go, contract violated.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, how about invalidating the contract in a different way, and to kind of go on what Bob was saying about Denier not doing what he needed to do. I looked the legal term, and it's called that he acquiesced to the mind flayer's presence. So the fact that he saw a secondary system like move in, and he did nothing to protect it, he kind of gave up his rights to that city.
Right.
What
So
if-
kind of like copyright law. If you know that your copyright is being violated and you don't enforce it, you then give up the right to enforce it in other
Yeah.
circumstances.
Yeah. So
what
that,
if?
go ahead.
What if? I mean, because Smokey didn't really read the contract, we don't really know this. But what if Asmodeus and Denier knew full well that the city was overrun by the Mind Flayers, but was working in tandem with them, and maybe that's why he's being sued, because the Asmodeus is like, you took out my partner, and now you need to be punished. So like he knew that the town was being overrun, but is like, we can't use the argument that he didn't do anything to protect it because he knew.
Well, then
You know what I'm saying?
that the stipulation with that would be that he would have had to advise Smokey that
He
was
might
going
have.
on.
He might have. It was in the contract, but he didn't read the contract.
All right.
Do we have a
well,
copy of the
DM
contract
I
with
was say, that was
us?
the next question I have. Is there a copy of the contract in the Discovery?
Yeah, there is a copy of the contract.
Hell yeah, let's read that shit. Whip it
Oh,
out.
definitely have that written.
I know. You're
It's
gonna have
written-
a court case against us, DM? Let's fucking go.
He's like, I didn't think it was gonna take this long in here.
It's written very precisely. It very clearly states that the mission parameters are enter the city, get the keys, and leave the city, and specifically not to harm anybody who is not, or anybody who is affiliated with the city itself. You might note that actually killing mind flayers is something that is actually not considered a violation.
see.
Okay, so
They're
that
not citizens of Katamar.
there you go. That answers that question then. So we can use that as a good defense, because it was overrun and it wasn't part of his partnership or anything.
No,
Like
there's
that,
no
yeah.
mention of a partnership with the mind flayers.
Yeah, exactly. Unless that's what he wants us to think. What if he was partnered with the Mind Flayers? He's a deity. He would have known, right? Maybe we can use that.
Like he would have known that we would have easily have broken the contract.
So is there specifically a clause in the contract that stipulates unintentional actions leading to the harm of citizens of the town, or however you put it, still constitutes a violation?
I believe so, yeah.
There is a clause for exception, but it stipulates that Asmodeus and fuck, I forgot his name.
Denier.
Denier?
Denier, reserve the right to define what constitutes an exception.
Oh, great.
Okay, no, this is actually good. Because, again, this plays into our argument that the contract is unenforceable due to overly vagueness.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because like for example, let's say the party would have read the contract and they read that clause.
Yeah.
In the situation we were in, we had no immediate way of getting that information to either party mentioned in the contract to get permission to deal with the situation. We were technically on the run from the moment we were found out to, be in the city without being infected.
Well,
I think
so
the exception exists more for like, oh, I dropped my axe and it killed somebody. And
True, but
not I stabbed somebody to death because they were mean to me.
that's
the case where it's like it was overrun by mind flayers, so we destroyed the whole city. Is that
But
what I mean,
essentially-
qualify?
no, so essentially the exception should then work in our favor. Because, again, Smokey was not informed of what the results would be from pressing the button. So he could not have known that it was then going to violate the contract.
Yeah, that more so puts the blame on who?
Because if I'm not mistaken, in violating a contract has to be like an intentional action. I don't think courts hold that doing like any random act that then leads to an unintended result constitutes a violation.
Wouldn't it though?
True, that's true, but at the same time, we are
mean-
dealing with deities. We do not know how they go.
Well, no, okay, because
how they
say
deal with
okay,
themselves.
so you have car insurance, okay? That's basically a contract between you and the insurance company that covers you under agreed upon situations. If someone then steals your car and crashes it, they can't argue that you're not covered because the driver wasn't on your policy.
Right, but
True.
there might be
You
a
understand what I'm
specific
saying?
thing in there that would cover that.
Yeah, but so the exception that he was talking about works in our favor because they reserve the right to determine which actions do or do not violate the contract.
Mm-hmm.
But what are they basing that on?
Yeah.
Because if Smokey's action that he was ill-informed of the result of indirectly led to a violation of the contract, then the exception should apply in that situation.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point.
Should. We'll see
Yes,
what
but-
what do you think the prosecution would try to deflect that as? Because we should have a defense for their argument against
I think they're basically just going to say, well, we reserve the right to determine what the exception applies to.
And then that's where you
And
can be
our
like,
defense
no,
is
that's where we say, well, then the contract is too vague, therefore unenforceable.
yeah, because those stipulations were never advised to Smokey. What would fall under that?
Well, you couldn't possibly ever write out a list of stipulations. It's literally you would just write randomness.
yeah.
And then always get one more that could come up if you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't account for everything.
Yeah, and legally speaking, that would make a contract kind of void in that part because it's just way too vague. So you are bringing up a good point about making contract null and void for being too vague.
So here's an interesting concept. I mean, as the defense counsel, should you bring in like a high level like deity, like a demon or like whatever, who maybe have like an expert opinion on these contracts, kind of help sell your case? I mean,
that would be a good point if my character knew anybody like that.
Maybe Rune does.
He is. Maybe he does.
get a name randomizer and let's put it out there.
Would he know?
You know all sorts of crazy things. I don't know.
He does.
You already knew about Mechanus and
his
before I brought them up.
His fucking Arcana is through the roof with that part, and he studied a lot about time and numbers. He's like a mathematician and physicist, really. But
can you call in his older self?
You want to call him his older self? I mean, his present self, his actual self.
No, like a future version of him that's like
more
knowledgeable.
Yeah, he can unlock portions of his memory.
Okay, but if we call his future self, then I would just ask him, what's the verdict?
That's fucking awesome.
Just go home and say guilty, straight to jail.
And then if the verdict is that if it's in our favor, I just call him to the stand like, hey, you're from the future, what's the verdict?
Yeah. Oh my god.
He cannot prove he's from the future.
He's from the future. Right? Who knows when all these events happening? He just doesn't know they're happening or what the outcome is until the outcome happens. It's like, oh yeah, it was supposed to be like this, or maybe it wasn't supposed to be like this. Who knows?
Maybe SC9 is knowledgeable about this sort of thing.
Yeah, SC9 isn't on this list, and he has been examining everyone since like the beginning.
Do we have time to have a meeting with the opposing counsel in order to discuss a possible settlement?
You'd have to ask the Modrons.
And can I ask a clarifying question right here? So Ragnar is the defense.
Mhm.
Is he questioning us, or is he just reading all of these papers like by himself, getting informed? Because we're in this time space with him, but like, I mean, I
I'm
would
sure
imagine
we
that,
can play out some of the information that you guys know. You're directly giving to him, but everything else, like what happened to the Wild Hunt, he's getting alone from the papers, and maybe
yeah.
he's explaining to you what he's reading.
And I mean, how long do you want to say that we're in here?
I mean,
Not to like rush it, but
no, no, this is great. It's a
yeah,
timeless chamber, so
yeah,
however long you need is so long. When you walk out, it's going to be the exact same second that you left.
yeah.
It really doesn't matter how long you're in here.
Do we get tired in here? Like, do we feel
No,
okay?
Melee room
and
system.
time itself is suspended, so you don't feel the
Okay.
effects of time passing. You
So
don't
if
get
we were
hungrier. You
to,
don't have to use the bathroom.
would we be able to use spell slots and it not take up spell slots?
It's kind of bullshit. You can
Well, that's what
try.
I'm asking because, like, I mean, if I use a spell slot, like, I would want to rest, and if this is a timeless space, but I don't get tired, like, I'd like to be able to rest and recover that.
You can
I don't know.
try.
It's kind of up to you.
I can't tell you what happens until you do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, basically, like in the interim of Ragnar's studies and me not being a part of it, I just want to cast Identify on these shoes and grimoire that Rune gave me.
Okay. Yeah. So I think he told you that they were the slippers of spider climbing.
Yeah.
Well,
You
now
gave
high heels of spider climbing.
Yeah,
you gave
turn them into high heels for me.
I guess I did. I didn't even notice that you gave her the grimoire.
Yeah, it was like, you know what? You like Jagaria. I already finished the book.
Let's see.
So,
It's a +3 arcane grimoire.
was that the Jagaria one?
Yeah. The
Oh shit!
edicts
I
of the
want my book
proper
back.
world.
Never mind. Give it back to me.
It's like, no, it was a
It
gift.
only works on wizards.
We hugged over it. What?
We could share it.
Yeah, you can read it, dude.
Mood is really apprehensive about letting go of it.
It's only attainable by wizards.
It's a grimoire. Is it really only usable by wizards?
I'm like 60% certain the grimoire is only usable by wizards. By
Is it a
Yes,
item
because
in
it's
D&D?
specifically for your wizard spells.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. You
'Cause
get a
I thought
bonus
that
to
it,
attack rolls and save through DCs of your wizard spells.
but yeah, that's for wizard spells. I get that, but does it say that it's only usable by a wizard? Because like I guess I was just thinking that because it's a grimoire, like my Pact of the Tome literally summons a grimoire.
Yeah, but a grimoire is just a term for a book.
Yeah.
Like a book of spells. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's for wizard spells. So if you have no wizard spells, then you can't use it.
Because I have ritual spells that can be summoned from any class. If I can't use it, then yeah, I mean, I'll just want to look at it and read it because it's of Dragarion's edicts. But if I can't use it as a weapon, then
Hey,
Well, I think
does the contract lay out what the potential consequences are in the case of violating it?
it just says termination of contract with Asmodeus and subject to potential further litigation, which is apparently now being pursued.
Okay, what's the like absolute worst case scenario?
Well, the second just to describe being torn apart molecule by molecule.
Yeah, but do they do that in the cases of contract violation?
You have to ask the Modrons.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything that they can think of?
No, I was trying to finish up this book situation before it got derailed
Oh,
again.
sorry.
In a 3D printed Armani suit, Rune is just working out. It was like, oh, I don't get tired here.
Well, I think Rune said that he didn't realize that he'd given you his spell book, so I think he
Yeah,
wants it
yeah,
back.
yeah. I was like,
So,
hi.
I don't think there's really a debate.
I was
Okay,
like,
that's
I
fine.
didn't, it's like, I didn't realize that. I was like, oh shit, it's the same book. You're right. I had it as two different items.
No,
Well-
no, it's a flavorful
Yeah,
grimoire.
I rewrote it to include what it is.
Well, Ragnar, do you have any more questions for us? Anything that you want to get more info on?
I mean, nothing that I can think of right now off the top of my head.
And yeah, for you guys, you have not seen Smokey since last time Ragnar
Yeah.
saw Smokey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you want to call his zombified pleasure body as a witness?
Oh god.
No,
Maybe you should,
no, I
maybe
don't
you
think
should
that would be.
specify in the witness list that that's not the one you want to summon. Because
All right.
I'm kind of sad that I said that out loud and I can't do that.
Oh, but you know what? We could call that as a witness, and then in case we lose the case, substitute that as the defendant.
Ooh, interesting.
What body is Smokey in currently? What has he been
A
in?
new one. A new one.
Created by Asmodeus.
Hmm.
And is Asmodeus aware that your previous body is still like existing?
Yes.
I
At
would
least
say that's
from what I
unknown.
remember.
I don't think it's ever been said one way or another.
All right, you know what?
Did it?
Add him to the list, and
Add him to the list.
might
Is it
summon him.
separate from Smokey?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
dang. No, because that might give it away.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Dang, I don't know, guys. What do you think?
I don't think Zombie Smokey would be a good idea to add to the list.
Yeah, I mean, talking about for the witness stand, like all he wants is just sex. So I mean,
Yeah, but
he
see, I
wouldn't
wouldn't
really-
call him. I wouldn't call him to the stand.
So, are you like relying on the possibility?
I would
of, like,
just, in case we
prostitution?
lost, I'd just do a little switcheroo.
what do you mean switcheroo?
Like
Well,
basically, like
substitute-
this is
Substitute defendant Smokey for zombie Smokey.
I like the idea, but what's the guarantee?
Yeah,
that-
like I would love for something so simple like that to actually work, but in this realm where it's law and order and there's tons of people like observing us that are of a higher plane, like I really don't think a simple switcheroo like that would even
But the,
like
I
work.
think
Who's
he's
the
just
best
saying to have
rogue?
it as a
Best
backup
sleight of hand.
plan. Why not?
Well, so
you
here's
just pull the old help, my friend is sick.
no. So
Look behind you.
here's-
Or
There's a thing.
Yeah. What's that over there?
Look over there.
Look, a bird.
hold on.
You
The
just
thing
roll
that you
real
guys are all forgetting is the fact that Smokey is charred and bald.
Yeah, I actually was thinking about that. And naked.
That's
I wonder if they give him
that's true.
clothes.
And there's also like vines and flowers growing out of the pleasure zombie.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
so
like,
maybe not the best idea.
It would be really funny. Like, wait a minute.
I love it.
He's not bald.
I just want Smokey to learn what happened to his original body.
they're making
Okay,
modifications.
you know
to
what?
it right now.
Then we're gonna do that.
All right.
Okay, I'll add
I
it to the
do
list.
have a question. Is there any kind of like recording evidence where like they show him actually doing this action?
Not in the pages, no. Not like with Uncle Bob's screens.
Yeah.
You
So can we
think-
look over and see who like pointed him out? Is it Asmodeus threw him under the bus and said,
Yeah, so I mean the formal proceedings are Asmodeus, upon finding out that the contract was breached, immediately terminated his contract and sent an official word to Denier to say, "Hey, come get your guy." And Denier went to the Primus and asked him to facilitate the trial.
Wait, do they have any proof that Smokey pressed the button?
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
It's not. Yeah, there's no physical evidence that you can see here.
And there was no witnesses from the other party, table talk wise. The only thing that was there was mind flayers and Smokey and a dragon.
Okay.
A singular mind flayer in Smokey.
Okay, so within the documents that we've been going over, what is the evidentiary grounds of the violation? What are they using as evidence that the contract was violated?
Take that,
They
second
just
one.
they cite the physical evidence of the destruction, the Smokey being responsible for the contract, witness testimony.
Objection,
they-
Your Honor. That could have been any bomb.
Yeah. Okay. So we start out immediately with, motion to dismiss charges due to lack of evidence.
Mhm.
If they keep going.
Yeah, and then we can say that, well, there was no witnesses. How do we know it was Smokey and not the mind flayers that pressed the
Mhm.
button?
Yeah, you have no proof.
I will
And then
I will
calls Craig.
point out to the memory of the party is that there does exist satellite footage of this event.
Yeah, but satellite didn't see inside the building.
They're not on the
Because they
witness
were-
stand.
Okay, but that's what I was asking as far as like on the evidentiary basis, because that would be in
That's not
the
listed.
document.
It's not listed. It does exist though.
Okay, well, if they try to present it, then mistrial. This was not included in discovery. Intentionally withheld by the prosecution.
Is there like
Yeah.
scrying videos of everything going on? Like surveillance exists, and when you're deific leveled, you could just look wherever the fuck you want.
True.
Yeah, but that just comes down to eyewitness testimony.
Well, if you guys are feeling confident, you can take it to
I
trial.
wouldn't say I'm feeling confident, but I definitely have some questions for what's the guy's name? Modi?
Denier. Asmodeus?
Not Denier, the guy that opened the portal.
Ah.
Oh, Traffican.
Trafficking.
Traffican.
Also,
Yeah, that's the guy who opened the portal.
Traffican.
The
Well, here's another
prosecution is
question.
Allegantrilium or whatever.
Yeah, Allegantrilium is the
Can
prosecution.
Ragnar ask to confer with his clients? I mean, I don't think he's talked to his client.
Yeah.
You just gotta ask.
All right. Do you guys think we're done in this room?
No, I feel like you should ask, like, just step up temporarily, ask to confer with your client. And then if required, it would just be you and Smokey, because I know
Yeah.
that if
Yeah,
they
witnesses.
might seem suspicious if we're all in there with you.
Yeah. Maybe that gives you some attorney-client privileges, so they don't
Yeah, I
monitor
was gonna
what
say
you
if
talk
you
about.
if you guys are in here, you can be called as witnesses. Attorney-client privileges no longer apply.
Yeah.
I'd say it's time to confer with Smokey.
All right, let's step out and let's get Smokey over here.
Okay. You're still in a room with no doors, so you might have to say something to get out.
We would like to
Bippity
step out
boppity
for
boo.
a moment.
All right, a slash of light appears in front of you, leading back into the center of the central
first
clock.
off.
The 4 secondists are still standing there watching. Are we ready to
I'm gonna-
proceed? Says Traffican.
We have a couple of more things to go over, but I would like to confer privately with my client, the defendant.
Very
in this
well.
case.
Traffican uses his second hand to open a second portal. You see in it another gray room, and you see Smokey on the other side, and you also see a couple of people you don't recognize. You see a bugbear, an orc, and 2 warforged.
So boring. Let me out.
Relax. We'll get out of here eventually. You know that.
I need a private area with just me and my client.
A third portal opens.
I'm assuming that I can see everybody on the other side.
Yep.
Yeah, can we also see him?
Yep, you can see him. There he
Does he
I'm
look
just-
like Smokey?
Yeah, except he's hairless. But he is clean and he's got clothes on.
He's not
I'm gonna be talking to everybody. Like, look, trust me, we can get out of here. I bet you we got. It'll be super easy to get out of here. You got to trust me. I guess the portal opens and I look over. And I'll say, "Oh fuck." Oh Jesus Christ!
Bob's gonna peek
All right.
over Ragnar's. Well, I wouldn't say over because I can't reach that high. Just like from the side of Ragnar's waist, you just see Bob's head pop out and start waving at Smokey.
Wait, is everybody with you, Ragnar? Also, why the fuck are you even here, Ragnar?
Mood's gonna peek around the corner.
I'm your lawyer.
Mood?
Your head's
Oh.
attached?
Well, I mean,
Nice.
it's kind of a long story, you know. Kind of getting sent to hell does a lot of things to you. You know, I was meant to kill every single one of you. It's kind of the funny thing about it, but that's besides the point now.
Smokey.
Confusion. That's all you're gonna see on Kill's face.
When you took out mine, see that you're kind of.
Well, what am I? Are we done here? Are we leaving?
No, me and you need to step into this portal and discuss some things privately.
Oh, all right. Well, do I need to get in handcuffs, cog people, or?
That will not be necessary.
Oh, fair enough. I don't know. I've been in jail a few times, so I'm trying to make sure that I ain't fucking up here. You know, I understand you guys are paying attention and everything, but I also ain't trying to get my ass handed. I mean,
You are not a threat to us. There is no need for physical restraints.
that's fair. You guys are kind of fucking scary, anyways. I'm surprised you can hear me. Anyways, let's go to this portal, Ragnar.
All right, we step in.
Okay. Do you want everybody to deafen or do you not care?
No, they don't need to deafen.
Okay. All right, the portal closes behind you, leaving the two of you alone in this room.
All right, Smokey. What did
Yeah?
you know about the button?
What button? Are you talking about the CD?
No, the button that apparently blew up or set off a nuke.
Oh, that fucking thing. Yeah, dude, this fucking wizard was like, "Oh, I can kill all the mind flayers. I can kill these fucking bad guys." I assumed that this button, would just destroy the mind flayers. For the most part, the guy was a fucking loony. Half the time he was talking in riddles and rhymes, and I didn't understand a single fucking thing. You know, that guy had a fucking mind flayer in his own house. Had a brain in a jar too. I was a fucking man. God, I hate science.
That sounds pretty gross. So you were not aware that pressing the button would initiate a massive thermonuclear explosion.
No, man. I almost fucking died there. I'm bald now. You know how long it took to grow this fucking hair? I mean, it's
So
not really that
his-
long. My genetics are kind of nice, but
So
I don't.
his exact words to you were, "This will defeat the mind flayers."
Hold on, I'll give you an impression I got you. It was I can protect everyone with this simple bomb. I think was kind of the way that he was talking to.
Ooh, he called it a bomb.
Well, it was essentially a mind flayer bomb, is kind of what he was referring it to.
But he said bomb.
Yeah, for destroying the mind flayers.
Okay. Let's try and not bring that part up.
The bomb part or the button?
Yeah, Let's just not say unless you are directly questioned. Let's just deny any knowledge that the word bomb was used. You know what? Just go with the first half of the statement.
The guy was a
I can
fucking loony?
protect everyone. Yeah, that. And also the I can protect everyone part. Let's laser focus on that statement.
I mean, I guess in a technicality sense, he did kind of say that I could protect everyone with this device. If I'm being 100% honest with you, that kind of wasn't paying attention to him. I mean, the guy was a fucking nutbag, man. He almost killed us. I mean,
All right,
technically, he killed Grok
so
Croc.
then there's no way for you to actually know if he said bomb or not.
Well, no, I'm taking the bomb sense in the fact that my hair's fucking gone because of the bomb.
Okay. Okay. So we'll just avoid the word bomb. All right. And we'll just go with you could not have known what was going to happen.
I mean,
Sound
that's
good?
fair. Yeah, that's totally fine. Are you my lawyer, man?
Yeah. I've been going to night school.
Oh, good for you, Ragnar. I'm glad you're looking up. Hey, you ever find out what happened to Irisiri?
Not yet.
I hope she's okay. She was a great doll. Doll? Unicorn? Same fucking thing, if I'm being
Yeah,
honest
she
with
was,
you.
she was a unicorn. Yeah, I'm sure, I'm gonna figure that out eventually. Let's just focus on your defense for now.
Hey, by the way, if they bring that Roger fucking guy as a character witness, he killed Grok Croc, by the way. Just as a heads up.
I don't know who that is.
Well, it's I'm just saying as a just in case if they try to use him as a character witness, he fucking killed somebody too inside of the
Well,
city.
I haven't seen him on the witness list, and I did not submit him as one of my witnesses, so I think we shouldn't really focus on that right now.
I mean, it's don't get me wrong, totally fair. The rest of those guys in there that I'm with, to give you an understanding, Grok Croc can't speak. Ashkar kind of really only cares about gold. I wouldn't recommend using him as a character stance. Uh, Model 17, scary as fuck, but for some reason wants constant oil. So, I mean, all
So I
all
am
those
seeing
fucking.
here that Grok Croc and Model 17 are on the witness list.
Well, I would assume everybody in that cell with me would be on that list too, wouldn't they? They wouldn't have brought him here for no fucking reason.
Can you name everybody that was in the cell with you real quick?
Oh, of course. You got Grok Croc, you got Ashikar, you got Model 17, you got Ash and Gale. And I think technically that's it. I mean, there was one other guy that was with us. We kind of left him by accident. I hope he's all right. It's kind of suicidal, man. Hope he's okay.
Cut away to him, and he's just like dead in front of the door.
Just flies buzzing around him.
I think his name was Derek. Derek or General Derek? Derek the Sergeant? I don't fucking know. But yeah, most of those guys in there, like, the only person that would probably have an issue with me speaking now is probably the guy that I kind of sold most of my soul to, which was Asmodeus. But that's besides the point.
Yeah, so did you read the contract?
What contract? Are you talking about the contract with my soul?
No, the contract to work for Asmodeus.
Yeah, about my soul.
I think you're thinking of a different contract.
Well, no, I have a contract with Asmodeus. Well, I guess it's kind of null and void now since I don't work for the guy. But that's how I am here. That's how I'm alive. Because he technically gave me a whole brand new body, took part of my soul, and essentially I can take other people's souls too. But That's neither here nor there. Was there another contract that I'm supposed to know about?
Yeah, apparently there was a contract between the Wild Hunt and Asmodeus working for some guy named Denier, I think.
No, not the only thing that Asmodeus told us was essentially to not, kind of get in a fight while we're there with I think it was the Twilight God, if memory serves correct. But that was kind of about it. I mean, granted, we didn't even fight the Twilight Guard. It was nothing but fucking mind flayers there, man. You should have seen that shit.
Okay, maybe I'm just misremembering it. Yeah, I got AFK for just a minute. I'll be right back.
No problem.
Oh no.
While this is happening, yeah, the
I
Wild
don't know why
Hunt
you're
meets
playing
the
bridge.
heroes for the first time.
Just started playing bridge already. It was like, wait, there's only 3 of us playing bridge. It's a 4-person game.
You need one more.
Mood will come in.
And I
I
was
bet
like,
Wes
okay,
knows how
everyone
to
know
play
the rules.
bridge.
It's an old person game, Like Rune is old.
I heard of it, but I don't know how to play that.
Mood's gonna ask Rune. So, how do we play?
He goes to explain the rules because me as Bubble forgot how to play bridge.
The when you say like something like on, I can't remember. One of the secondists will precisely recite the rules of bridge for you.
Here too.
Okay.
Do not cheat within these solid halls of law.
Oh,
All right, sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
All right, welcome back.
we play for keeps though, and he puts in like a pile of 100 gold.
Ooh.
Uh,
All right, I think I've gotten what I need from Smokey.
Okay. All right. Secondist will let you back out.
All right,
What, do I just
I'm
go
gonna.
back to this fucking cell? Can I get a free walk? Can I get a lunch by chance? I mean, the fact that I survived a fucking explosion, I mean, I should get a fucking sandwich. Preferably not a smoky sandwich, you know what I mean? I cracked myself
It's
up.
gonna be made from gears.
From
Council,
what?
are you ready to proceed?
Can you give me a brief rundown of what the potential consequences are here for contract violations?
The Primus will determine the punishment befitting the crime should it be decided that Mr. Sanders is guilty.
Yeah, but are there like any sentencing guidelines, or is it just like whatever he feels like?
Usually it's whatever he feels like.
Okay.
Damn, if that's fucking justice, I don't want to see what Lord Sun was gonna do. Wait, fucking chop my head off, bitch.
Can I speak to opposing counsel?
Yeah, they look at each other. Opposing counsel has agreed to speak to you.
Okay.
She requests privacy.
Sounds good to me.
Bow chicken power.
Another
Ragnar long
portal
gone.
another portal opens. You don't see anybody inside of it.
All right, I'm gonna step in.
Okay. The portal shuts behind you. All of a sudden, there's a flash of light and a clap of thunder. And beside you appears a being who is twice your height. A gigantic woman in shining golden armor. She has this brilliant emerald green skin, long flowing golden hair, a sword of fire sheathed at her side, and her eyes blaze. And she looks you up and down and she says, "This is the best that mortal could conjure."
Well, I mean, it comes with being mortal.
You disappoint me with your very sight.
That's just because I have clothes on.
Her eyes narrow. I will
So,
hold you in contempt of court if there is a single more euphemism.
wait, I'm sorry. There must be some misunderstanding. I thought I was meeting with opposing counsel.
I am the opposing counsel.
Well, how can you hold me in contempt? That's a ruling by the judge.
The judge will rule in my favor.
No.
Okay, this court immediately sounds biased.
You dare accuse the Primus of biasy?
I'm just going on what you've stated to me right here.
I can see this will be a prompt and efficient case. You will be thrown from the tower.
Look, I just wanted to come and see if you were interested in a possible settlement to forego, this waste of a trial.
What terms can you offer me and my client?
Well, what kind of punishment were you guys ultimately seeking? Let's start there.
The complete and entire eradication of his soul and his body spread on the ashes of Kadamar so that life may grow anew from his flesh.
Oh.
Okay, about 5 years servitude.
Insufficient.
All right, well, let's try to meet in the middle here.
How would you meet me in the middle?
Well, I mean, he could be far more useful with his soul intact.
I will take half his soul.
Hey, bitch, how
Okay,
much soul you got?
which half?
His human half.
Forgive me for not knowing the intricacies of a soul. What would be the other half if you took his human half?
She pulls out a book of her own and starts scrolling through it. And the pages whiz by like it's a tablet. And she taps a link. A bunch of numbers float up. As it stands, approximately. Where is the number? Hold on.
I think it's like something like fucking
3
like
million.
19%.
Oh, I see what you're going for.
Isn't that?
No, because it started at 25.
Oh, that's right. So it's probably about 37 then.
Okay. And let me see how much of the other one you get. Okay. He is 37% demon and 10% dark elf.
Dark elf.
Okay, is
53% is human. I will leave 3% of a human half to you.
Damn.
okay. What if instead of taking 50%, the bulk of his human, what if you took half of the whole? So 26% human, and I forget the exact fractions of the other ones, but you
It
get what
is
I'm saying.
irrelevant. That half of his soul is defiled. It is useless to the celestial realm.
Real.
You better get that.
No, that wasn't me.
You better get that.
Is that the Motorola sound tone?
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a Motorola.
Do we have an accord for 50% of his soul?
Well, I mean, I can certainly present it to my client, but I can pretty much guarantee you he's gonna decline.
Then I see no point in wasting time. Let us proceed to the court.
All right, I'll see you in there.
All right, she
All right,
claps her
can
hands in
we?
another burst of thunder, leaving you alone in the room.
Is it her hands though?
Yes.
Clapping them.
Jesus.
Oh, what else would it be?
God.
Lord have mercy, those
Yeah.
gears be turning. You know what I mean?
All right. Is the portal open for me to step out?
When you request it, it opens. Yeah.
Okay, I request the portal to open.
Okay, it does so.
All right. I would like to go speak to my client once again, real quick.
In private.
Yes, please.
Okay, the same room stays open.
All right. Do I just go back in and like Smokey will appear?
No, so Smokey's gotta walk in with you. I mean, you're just stuck in the main
Okay.
room with everybody.
Okay. Come here, Smokey.
Tafakan's looking a bit tired though. This portal opening.
He's running out of spell slots.
I'm gonna walk in with him.
Okay, portal closes once more.
All right. So we had some settlement discussions, and they're willing to withdraw their suit if you give them 50% of your human soul.
Jesus Christ! Wait, how am I gonna be surviving without? Wait, hold on. 50% as a whole, or like, what do you
Well,
mean?
apparently, only 53% of your soul is human, and they want 50% of that.
Oh, wait, what happens to that part of my soul?
I don't know. They keep it. They do whatever they want to with it.
Well, I
Don't
mean,
forget
do I like?
the stipulation about his body as well.
Sorry, what was the stipulation about his body? Did I miss
They
that?
want to use his body to seed new life in Kadamar.
Oh yeah, don't want to burn up.
Well,
That's
that
a
was
punishment?
what they
I
wanted.
thought that was that was what they ultimately wanted, but then we talked it down to
Yeah.
50% human soul.
I think she still assumed that he's getting killed. His body is getting used.
Yeah, if there's no settlement reached, then and they win, that is the conclusion that they want.
Tom, you'll
Yeah,
spread your
like,
seed
so
all over their soil.
ultimately- Yeah. So, I'm obligated to present to you the settlement offer. It's up to you if you want to take it or if you want to go to trial.
I mean, I'd much rather live. I mean, hell, kind of cheeks dying twice, ain't it?
Kind of cheeks.
I wouldn't know. I've never died.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty
Smoky ass thing
fucking
to say.
ass. It's definitely not fun rotting in hell having to relive. I don't know. I'm assuming some little girl, whoever the fuck she was.
Hey,
Somebody was floating behind me.
speaking of cheeks, you should see the cheeks this other lawyer has.
Ragnar, I swear to God, if you throw this fucking case for some ass,
I mean, maybe that's how he saves
Oh
it.
my
dude.
god.
I don't think he's very interested.
Lay down
Look,
some
all I'm
pipe
saying is,
and then just, Your
all I'm
Honor,
saying is
he's innocent.
she left with a clap, and I didn't see her hands moving.
What did Ragnar say?
She went-
I'll give her the clap. Is that the-
Oh my god.
listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. All this law and order bullshit here, I don't think you're clapping any cog cheeks. Plus, also, you might catch something, man. You might catch melanoma.
Hey, look, nothing a little degreaser can't take care of.
Smokey's gonna begrudgingly put his hand up for a high five.
Yeah, Ragnar's gonna hit that high five.
That's the name of the episode right there. Ragnar's gonna hit that. There you go.
Smokey's gonna be like, look, man. I'm not trying to die again. The first time was bad. The second time will be 100 times worse. Plus the
No,
fact
listen,
that most of my
I think-
soul is already
I
gone.
think we have a pretty good case here.
Well, I don't have any choice but to have faith here, Ragnar. So whatever we got to do.
All right, we go to trial.
Sidebar here, Smokey. Since we weren't with you when the day started, did you pray to Asmodeus?
I guess technically, like, just for shits and giggles, after everything that happened, he would have tried to see what would happen, and it would have been really awkward in front of everybody. the way it would have went is Smokey probably would have gotten on his knees and gotten like into the prayer stance, and I would assume that everybody would have looked at him like, "What the fuck is he doing?"
Okay, I'm gonna. He answered you, so I'm gonna give you 2 spells to choose from.
What?
I just picture Ash and Gale whenever he gets on his knees, like, not that kind of prison yet, Smokey.
that's not what I'm fucking doing. I'm praying, all right. I might be bald, but ain't enough you can grab over here.
Oh my god.
Okay, here are your choices.
Oh man, I'll take the second one.
The second one? Okay.
Yeah.
Noted. All right. You guys done?
Yeah, I think we're done here.
Perfect. All right. Once more, you will step out. And this time when you do, you see that the gear stands have completely filled. Countless Modrons of all shapes and sizes now dominate the amphitheater. The rest of your party members have actually been moved into the stands as well, sitting on the bottom row in a line with each other. So you're just all in a row facing this bubbling pool. The secondists are still there, standing at attention. There are now 2 stands facing the pool with 2 seats behind them. Seated at one with her wings folded behind her back, glower on her face, is Allegantrilum, the opposing counsel. The other 2 seats are for the 2 of you. There's also another seat next to the pool, which is the witness stand.
Did I need to tell you beforehand any motions that I prepared?
That is not necessary. You may declare them as you will.
Okay.
Please take your seats.
Okay.
You two keep your take your seats.
Yeah, we sit down.
Oh yeah. My bad. My apologies.
No problem. Chathakan, the secondist, turns and he says, "Please welcome today's bailiff." Something wet drops to the floor. It it staggers upright, and you all who are watching, you get a sense of revulsion as a flesh-colored spider-like thing begins to stand upright. It's covered in bright red robes. Instead of a head, there is a single long tentacle with a black spike. Uh, it stands there, twitching and oozing, with a sense of malevolence emanating from it.
Mood leans forward, enthralled.
The tendril whips in your direction.
Have I ever seen this
This is
before?
not. Are you doing a history check? Anybody who wants to can.
Oh, that's so cocked. That's between an 8 and a natural 20. It's literally like on the edge, but it picked
Oof,
8.
Ragnar.
History check. Where is it? It would be funny as shit. Like Bob got a like natural 20. Nah, that's fine.
Damn, Rune. Wes, that's a nice roll. I don't think I can grant you with your background. Rune, with your knowledge of things outside of the normal realm, you do, to your horror, recognize an Uvudam.
Ooh, dong. Runa's there sitting with everyone. He has a little bag of popcorn. Ooh, dom. And he starts repeating the word ooh, dom over and over, like he's trying to remember what that is.
It's UVUUDAUM.
Very cool.
If you'd like to look at the picture of it, you can.
Oh, ooh, dom. Yes, yes. And he's like, ugh. This.
Mood
I was
is
like,
very
what?
interesting.
Who lets them in?
It's the bailiff.
Yeah, I was like, ugh. It was like, what are
Like,
they
Bailiff,
doing here?
whack his pee.
What'd you say, Bob?
I was like, Bailiff, whack his pee.
Okay, that's what I thought you said, but I wanted to make sure.
I was like, they're not normally the nicest people. Have you seen those things?
I've never seen that in my life.
It's the most bizarre shit in the realms. They're usually kind of mean. Oh, maybe that's why they're the bailiff, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. Just goes back to eating popcorn, not explaining it anymore.
All right. The second dish is then say in perfect unison, all beings, please rise and hail the one and the prime.
Ragnar and Smokey stand up.
And Smokey not paying attention. He's reading his notes and gets smacked by Ragnar in the shoulder and gets up.
Okay. Yep. Elegantulum stands. All of the Modron stand. Does anybody not stand?
Ashen stands and he screams, "One is my favorite."
It's the easiest number.
It's one of the best numbers, but you know, some people, there's a division here in the whole realm. We're not gonna get into that right now. Some people really like 0. Don't ever talk about the negatives. Never.
The negatives.
I've heard 1 is the loneliest.
Oh my god.
Well, you know what they say, Ragnar. 2 can be the baddest 1, since the loneliest number. So it's the number 1.
Okay. So from out of the pool, a gigantic mechanical hand shoots out. Wires are attached to it, covering basically every inch of it and cascading back into the water. It puts its hand on the side of the pit and pushes itself upright. And it looks like Neo rising up from out of the vat. Just a humanoid figure covered completely in these wires. They go into its ears, out its mouth, through its eyes. And it's just dripping this gelatinous fluid. And it
Bob's gonna flinch a little
towers
bit.
30 feet. Yeah, this is a
PTSD.
you know what? Yeah, you're right. You scratched the old scar on the back of your neck where the plug was. This thing towers over you. The only thing you can see is its torso up. It has its hands braced against the pit, holding it upright, 30 feet in height. And its voice emanates, though its mouth does not move. You hear, "Court is now in session." And I gotta use the restroom, so hold right there.
Sick.
He's recess.
One goes is like,
Was that the judge saying that?
Yeah.
oh, that was Andrew.
Court is now
Order.
in session, and I'll also be right back.
Who's sitting next to Rune? Oh, whoever. He's gonna start talking. So like the Uvudoms, right? You don't want to piss them off because they're so strong. So I went to this one realm where everyone was a dinosaur. Like you were a dinosaur, you were a metal dinosaur. It was weird. Anywho,
Just tell me more about that Uvudam.
oh yeah, they come from the far realm. Think of it like space beyond the planes. And it's terrifying because it's very remote. They're probably one of the most dangerous types of entities out here in existence.
I want one.
No. No, you don't.
Okay.
Welcome back, Judge.
Yes. The
Yeah,
judge, it
Judge.
was indeed the Primus that spoke. Court is on session. Defense.
Judge Judith Scheinman.
Your opening statement.
Yes, Your Honor. Before that, I would like to submit a motion to vacate the suit. I'm not seeing anywhere in the discovery any evidence to indicate that my client did in fact violate the contract.
Denied.
All right. Opening statement. After reading the contract, I can only come to one conclusion, and that is that the terms are so preposterously vague that you could not possibly enforce any of the stipulations within it because there are no stipulations listed. It essentially boils down to the opposing counsel can decide at any moment that any action that is taken could possibly be a violation. Therefore, my client effectively could not do anything. And in fact, doing nothing could also be seen as a violation. So we believe that the contract is unenforceable.
Okay. Is that the whole of your speech?
Yep, that's my opening statement.
Sounds good. The Primus turns its head toward Alacantrilum and says, "Prosecution, your opening statements." Thank you, Your Honor. Alacantrilum stands. She's also tremendously tall, at least 15 feet. She walks out from around the stand, her impressive wings stretching out beside her. She says, "Members of the jury, today I will convince you without a shadow of a doubt that this man is responsible for the destruction of sacred planar territory. He willfully, maliciously, and undoubtedly killed more than 3 million innocent people. And when I am done, you will there will be no doubt in your mind about what shall be done with this unfortunate mortal. I trust you, great Primus, to carry out the law, as is your nature. Thank you." She marches back to her seat. The opening
Mood is gonna like
statements.
lean over to Rune and just whisper ever so quietly, "What a kiss ass."
Hey, was it really 3 million? Smokey's cooked.
I don't know if Ragnar, if you react to that number like, oh shit.
Like, pull the collar a little bit. God damn, Smokey.
Ragnar's just sitting silently with his eyes up towards the ceiling, thinking to himself, fuck.
Fuck.
Okay.
No way I'm winning this.
The Primus, its voice emanates. It says, "The statements have been heard. Defense, you may call your first witness."
A little bit of table talk here. Defense usually comes after the prosecution, because we're defending.
Are you questioning the Primus?
No, I'm questioning the DM.
Are you questioning the DM?
It's the same shit.
You dare question my authority?
Do you know who I am?
Okay, we can.
I don't know.
The defense calls Asmodeus to the stand.
Oh,
Oh shit, right for the big guns.
right.
There's a flash of
Smokey's-
fire, and a man wearing a tuxedo appears in the seat. He has slick back, greasy hair, a confident, toothless smile on his face.
Yes,
He
as
puts he steeples his fingers and he puts them on the witness stand.
yes, Asmodeus. Here in my
It's
hands, I
Lord
have
Asmodeus.
the Lord Asmodeus.
Thank
Here in
you.
my here, you're welcome. Here in my hands, I hold a copy of the aforementioned contract. Could you point to me the section of the contract that stipulates what a violation is?
There's no need. I have it perfectly memorized. It's quite
Well,
simple.
let me stop you there. Could you simply point to this written version of the contract? Now you can look at it and you can tell me if anything's missing. But could
Okay.
you point to me the section of the contract that stipulates what a violation is?
Okay. He'll. Do you want to hand him the parchment, or you just want to like hold it
Yeah,
out?
I'm handing it to him.
Okay. Okay. He thumbs through it. He licks his thumb. He starts thumbing through it, and he says, "Ah, yes, right about here.
Would you please read that aloud for the jury?
Upon breach of contract." Oh no, I'm sorry. You want what constitutes a breach?
Yes.
Okay. The harming, intentional or otherwise, of any person under the protection of the celestial planes by one operating under the authority of Lord Asmodeus, that's me, shall be viewed as in breach of this contract.
Right. So the signatories of the contract would have to be the ones that cause the damage. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct.
Okay. Now, is there also an exception clause that states that you get to decide what constitutes a violation in case of unclear actions?
There is such an exception, but it's not just me that decides.
Right. But in a case where you would be the one deciding, what criteria would you look at to determine if the violation occurred?
I would judge from a variety of factors, including intention, the scale of the damage, the extraplanar consequences, any contributing factor I would consider.
Okay, are the things that you just listed included in that clause?
Of course.
Okay, can you list out all of the factors that are included in the contract?
Oh, that would take quite some time, wouldn't it?
But you're asserting that they're all written down.
I'm asserting that I, in my divine authority, can account for every possibility.
Right. All right, that's all the questions I have.
Very well. Okay. With that,
I wanna interrupt real quick. Asmodeus
yeah.
never put his hand on the book saying that he'll tell the truth and nothing but the truth. So how do we know he's not lying?
Well, you're in the realm of law. I think that's vow enough.
Is there like a massive zone of truth around this?
Yeah, I was just thinking
Unnecessary. The Primus is incapable of making mistakes.
that. Oh boy.
Right.
She was
All right.
sleeping.
Allegan Trillim will step forward to cross-examine the witness. She says, "Lord Asmodeus, it's been some time. How's the wife? Still dead? Oh, what a pity. You should remarry." Again, she narrows her eyes.
France?
She says, "Lord Asmodeus, did you account for the possibility that your client could violate the contract and violate it in so grandiose a way as to cause the destruction of the entire city?" I did account for it. If you accounted for it, then why did you not take more appropriate action to prevent it from occurring? Is this not an act of gross negligence on the part of a deity? Are you not upheld to higher standards? Oh, there's this pesky thing known as free will. As stipulated in the foundations of the universe, we gods are not allowed to directly interfere with the realms of mortals, but mortals may act on our behalf. Am I to be guilty for any crime committed by someone who invokes my name? If I am not permitted to act in this world, how can I be held to blame for what is done? Even if I account for everything, I'm not allowed to stop it. Upon learning that the contract was breached, I immediately nullified it and contacted the proper authorities. What else would you have me do? Like Elegantulum, she clenches her teeth and she says, "No further questions, Your Honor."
Rebuttal question, Your Honor.
Permitted.
You just stated that you were informed that the contract was violated. What exactly were you informed of?
I was not so much informed as I watched it happen on my scrying orb.
Could you please describe to us what you claim to have seen?
Of course. Well, after my clients went down into the depths below the city to extract the key, they engaged one mind flayer, Brain, Ixalathus, in combat. Upon enraging the brain proceeded to assault the city. At which point, my contractors returned to the surface and attempted to engage the dragon in combat, but it would not engage. So they then retreated and came up with a plan, and Smokey returned by himself with a bomb, and he blew it up.
And you're claiming that you saw him with the bomb.
I did see him, yes.
And you saw him activate the bomb.
I did. It was quite extraordinary. I've not seen an explosion like that since the First Wars.
It didn't fucking
So,
feel great either. I can tell you that much.
If you saw
Order.
Smokey with the bomb, and you saw Smokey activate the bomb, how is it that he is sitting right here at this table?
I believe he had the spell Death Ward cast upon him.
Right. And you say that these mind flayers, they were assaulting the city prior to this?
They were not assaulting the city prior to my contractors engaging them in combat.
But you said that the dragon was assaulting the city.
After they provoked it,
What did they do to provoke it?
they poked it with a bunch of sharp sticks.
Right. No more questions at this time.
Pity. I suppose I'll see you in a few years, Ragnar.
Oh shit!
Okay. Asmodeus will disappear in a rush of flames. You may call your next witness.
Let's go ahead and let's call Smokey to the stand.
Mr. Sanders approached the bench.
You got it, boss. I'm gonna get up, kind of wipe my shirt down a little bit, and start walking towards it. And then I sit.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Smokey, or Mr. Sanders, how would you like to be referred to?
Just call me Smokey. It's a lot easier.
All right, Smokey. Did you read the contract?
What contract?
The contract between you and Asmodeus.
Are you talking about the one for my soul?
Table talk, real quick. Is this the same contract that we're talking
No.
about? Is
No.
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 okay. I was just making sure because I think
No,
this is the
because
second
you're
time that
what?
Smokey said
No.
that, but I wasn't aware that there was multiple contracts.
Yeah.
No, so
Smokey
so
says-
Smokey. Just for clarification, Smokey has a contract with Asmodeus for his soul to basically do Asmodeus's bidding of gathering the keys and everything. And that's the only contract that Smokey can remember of. He doesn't understand the contract that you're speaking of.
You were given, for both of your hunts, you were given specific contracts for the wild hunt, separate from your agreement with Asmodeus.
Yeah, Smokey ain't reading that shit.
Yeah, you did not read it. You were given.
You did not.
Okay. So, it would appear that you're not familiar with the contract in question.
If it's about my soul, sure, I know all about that kind of. But this
You-
other contract that you're bringing up, no.
Do you have any recollection of signing any additional contracts?
Oh no, it was just a single contract with Asmodeus, as far as I'm aware of.
Okay. Let's talk about what happened in this fight.
Okay.
Do you know what a bomb is?
Can I get clarification? Like, what do you mean a bomb? Like, you talking about a smoke bomb?
No. If I just said to you, "Hey, I have a bomb," would you know what that is?
I would assume it'd be a smoke bomb because I don't deal with like explosives and shit like that. That's reckless.
Okay, but you know explosives, so you are familiar with a bomb.
Yes.
Did you know that you were setting off a bomb?
No.
What did you think you were doing?
Stopping the mind flayers.
Okay, and how did you think that you were stopping them?
With magic, I assumed. Look, magic's a weird and touchy subject for me. I mean, the fact that I lost my hair due to magic doesn't make me any bit happier. But magic can do massive amounts of things. I mean, hell, I got clothes now. I figured I'd also get my hair back, but you know, the Lord giveth and Lord taketh. You know what I mean?
Somewhere in the distance,
Okay.
Sir Farts looks at the camera.
Just deadpan.
For context, Ragnar, Sir Farts lost his hair in a previous episode.
Oh
Because
By the way.
Bob pressed the button, the one that randomizes like 10,000 different things, and he landed on a number that emitted such a horrible acrid odor from him that anyone within like a 10, 20 foot radius just immediately lost all their hair.
And this happened to a guy named Sir Farts.
Yeah,
Yes.
Sir
Yeah.
Ferdinand, Archibald Augustus, Rutherford, Roosevelt, Thaddeus Sullivan, Sylvester VIII.
That guy. Okay.
Just be glad that you weren't there for it.
Oh, I know.
Oh man.
All right. Anyways, so Smokey, Asmodeus previously testified that one of the factors that he considers, and honestly, to me, it seems like this is, a very big factor since he mentioned it multiple times. Intention. What were your intentions when it came to activating this device?
To stop the giant larva. Sorry, and my brain couldn't concentrate what was happening. My intention was to stop this mind flayer from consuming essentially all of the city. The fact that this monstrosity was already taking over people as as at this very moment, if I didn't stop the mind flayer, the whole entire city would be gone. It would
Right.
be
So
taken over
you
by mind flayers, and it would essentially be destroyed. All of humanity would essentially been gone there.
so you weren't intending to harm anyone.
No, I was trying to protect the city.
And finally, if you had known what was going to happen, would you have activated this device?
No. Do you know how many people were essentially gone because of that? If I would have known that that would have happened, I never would have touched the damn thing. I mean, sure, I probably would have ended up dying again in the process. But the fact of the matter is I was hoping to stop the mind flayers. They were taking over people. They were taking over the Twilight Guard. Priests, women, men, children, all bodies scoured everywhere, just being taken over by these monstrosities. And the only chance I had was this button that I assumed would be able to take care of them. I didn't know that everything would fucking explode. Hell, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have lost my fucking hair.
All right. Final question. Would you, to the best of your ability, have continued following the agreement of the contract if this had not happened?
Followed the agreement of like what I had with Asmodeus, or are you talking about this other
The
one?
contract. Would you have continued to fulfill your end of the contract if the bomb had not gone off?
I mean, technically, the only way I would have fulfilled it is going after the. That's the bad part. My whole contract essentially stipulated with Asmodeus of going over and taking the keys. This monstrosity had the keys. That was the only way that I could fulfill my side of the contract.
Right. So you're not the kind of person that just willy-nilly breaks their contracts. You hold true
No,
to your word.
of course. Listen, I might be called a scoundrel, a thief, a monster, a destroyer, but you know, I'm still human at heart, man. I still got a soul, even though part of it's tainted because it got sold because I wanted to come back to life. That's besides the point. The fact of the matter is that with all intention that I had, I wanted to protect the city and the civilians there and the people that I were with. No matter the cost of what happened to me. If I would have known that any of this would have happened, I would have never even let any of the things that happened afterwards happen. With all due intention, it was to destroy the mind flayers, the monsters that were taking over all of the city. I mean,
All right.
hell, I'm going to point over to Grokkrok, and I'm going to say he was killed by the mind flayers. And I mean, honestly, he's a good friend of mine. The fact that we were able to get him back is a miracle nonetheless. And that's, I assumed magic was capable of doing fucking anything.
All right. I have no more questions for this witness.
Very
I'm
well.
gonna start getting up.
Stay in your chair.
Oh, yeah, you have a cross-exam. My bad. Sorry, Your Honor. My
The
bad.
Udon spine whips in your direction.
Oh, my bad. Listen, I'm not used to this. Judge and jury everything. I apologize.
All right. Elegantulum stomps up to you and she says, Smokey Sanders, do you consider yourself to be an upright man?
You can call me Smokey, and I would assume so.
A virtuous man who tries to do what is right?
I tried to.
To protect the well-being of others?
I tried to. It's how I lost my first life.
Would you consider yourself someone who acts with care and thinks before they make choices?
Essentially, yeah. I mean, granted, humanity and free will are kind of a strange thing, right? When you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, I mean, anything can change, but this is all under assumptions.
Are you familiar with a town called Warmhearth?
No, maybe. I don't know. It's
So
been a while.
you deny that you've ever been to Warmhearth.
Oh, I'm not denying. I just don't. I genuinely don't remember. From being honest with you.
You and your companions entered a village occupied by mountain Goliaths.
Oh, that place. Oh,
You're familiar?
yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what occurred in Warmhearth?
If memory serves correct, some rock orbs, bird things, whatever happened there. Essentially, monsters came to be, and myself and my party took care of them, and we essentially tried to protect the city as much as we could.
Do you remember what occurred directly before the appearance of the Growl?
Mm. No, I just remember a loud commotion and a giant rock falling from the roof.
Do you remember holding an object?
Mm. I'm sorry. It's a lot's happened since I've died the first time. Can you indulge me, ma'am?
You were in possession of a small circular object.
Hmm.
Do you remember what that object had on it?
I know wasn't it a disc or something like that?
Did that disc have a button?
Maybe it not. I can't recall. Again, I apologize. Died once, came back again. It's been a while.
So you do not recall pressing a button.
To my knowledge, no. For clarification, I felt what I spent a millennia in hell. To me, now, granted, things might have happened that are out of my recollection, and I apologize to this, but a lot has happened to me. I'm not gonna say that I didn't do it. I'm not gonna say that I did because I can't call my recollection, and I apologize for that.
Would you be surprised to know that 43 individuals died in Warmhearth after the town was destroyed?
There's quite a few people that died, yes, including a shopkeep. Rest his soul.
Can you tell me about Redstone City?
I think that was the city that was collapsed. That was cratered, no?
Can you recall why the city collapsed?
To my knowledge, no.
Do you remember holding an object shortly before the destruction of the city?
I know I had my bag of holding, but that's where it starts getting hazy again.
Do you recall pushing a button shortly before the destruction of Redstone City?
I
There's a theme here.
Again, it's really hard to tell you, to be honest with you. I know I had my bag of holding, and if I remember, there was maybe a monster coming after us, something in the alley attacking, and then after that, it kind of went blank, almost like it blacked out.
Do you recall a town called Darkholme?
Darkholme. Oh, that's where I fucking died.
It is. Do you know what became of that town?
It was destroyed by a giant skull fuck. And an undead dragon, ironically enough.
Can you tell me of Favor Dale?
Favor Dale. Can you give me a better understanding of that place?
It is a city you visited with your companions to hunt a monster, as contracted by Asmodeus.
I do remember seeing some white monster-looking thing, but I don't really remember the monster itself.
Do you remember people dying?
Did people die?
412.
I don't remember anybody dying. Smokey's gonna start scratching his head, like really trying to think of people actually dying. I just remember a monster essentially being there, maybe?
Do you remember? Can you tell me of Kadamar?
Kadamar. Mm,
Objection, Your Honor. What is the relevance of this line of questioning?
It is to establish a pattern of repeated behavior.
Yes, but are we establishing a pattern, or is the opposing counsel simply trying to insinuate that there is a pattern?
Your Honor, if you would let me finish my line of questioning, I will demonstrate to you this pattern of behavior. The Primus rumbles. Objection overruled.
Alright, so indulge me in Kadamar again, then, please.
It was a city you occupied 2 days ago.
Oh, that's the place you're talking about. Oh, I apologize. I couldn't remember the name of it.
It seems you have trouble remembering a lot of things, Mr. Sanders.
Well, when you died and come back and time feels like it just doesn't exist anymore, it takes a toll on you.
Do you remember what happened right before the city was destroyed?
You talking about the moments leading up to it?
Yes.
Essentially, it was a giant dragon spewing massive amounts of what I'm going to assume are tadpoles. I'm not really familiar with. I'm going to assume all mind flayers. Essentially spewing massive amounts of tadpoles across the city, and myself taking it upon myself to essentially go and stopping this monster from spewing and destroying everything
How did you accomplish this?
with a magic weapon that I thought we had.
Can you describe the magic weapon?
It was a magic weapon that almost metallic-esque, and it had a red button on it.
So to describe it as a small object with a button on it, would that
No,
be
it was.
precise?
I wouldn't say it was small, but just
Was
made
it
up a
smaller
thought
than
of.
your hand?
No,
It was smaller than your hand.
was it?
Yes.
I guess I'm misremembering. I apologize.
There seems to be quite a pattern of you entering cities, pressing buttons, and resulting in those cities being destroyed. Would you say that is accurate?
Well, one of those places you added had nothing to do with me with a button. So
Answer the question.
no.
Can you explain to the jury what you meant by the quote, "If you could see into my mind, you'd know that I could kill both of us right now," spoken to the dragon?
You see into my mind, I can kill both of us right now. Oh, that was essentially because of the soul, my part of my soul that's attached to me, essentially killing him and possibly myself in the process.
It was not because you were in possession of a device capable of wiping out the entire city?
No, it was essentially me having a magical item that I assume would kill the mind flayers. And I mean, granted, it's magic for Christ's sakes. It could have taken out all souls and saved humanity. I didn't know what the fuck it did.
If you believed it to be a weapon that would only target the dragon and would not harm civilians, why did you include yourself?
To scare him.
How would that terrify a monster more than just the knowledge that your device could kill him?
The fact that I could kill him and all of his allies, basically put him in a no shit moment to get the keys back. I mean,
So you were aware the weapon was strong enough to kill him and his allies?
that was stated before.
I'm only asking for clarification on what you knew, Smokey.
That's what I stated before. The button was for the killing the mind flayers. That's what it was for.
That was not previously stated. You have not said that it was a device designed specifically to kill mind flayers. I believe you just said you did not know what it did. Is that correct?
I was under the assumption that it was to kill the mind flayers.
What gave you that assumption?
The fact that a lunatic basically said that I have a device to defeat the enemy.
What did this lunatic specifically say?
I just stated what he just said.
Say it again.
This device is used to destroy our enemies.
No further questions, Your Honor. Defense may call its next witness.
Rebuttal question, Your Honor.
Permitted.
You state that the crazy person told you this is a device to defeat our enemies.
Mhm.
Correct?
Yes.
So, in your view, were the innocent civilians your enemies?
No. It was the mind flayer that essentially latched out of our friend's head. I'm going to point over to Grok Croc again.
So you were operating under the assumption that it would only kill the mind flayers and would not harm anyone else.
Yes.
No further questions for this witness.
You may call your next witness.
I'm going to get up and start walking away.
I would like to call Irasiri to the stand.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Fucking go.
Very well.
Here it's already on this. Oh my god.
Okay. There's a flash of light, and a ghostly unicorn stands behind
Oh.
the stand.
Shit.
Her eyes widen when she sees you, and with an echoing voice, she says, Ragnar?
Ragnar just starts weeping quietly.
Objection! Contempt of court!
Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here.
Overruled.
I'm so sorry that this happened to you, Irasiri.
No, I'm just trying to protect you. Objection, relevance. Sustained. Question your witness.
Thank you for everything you did, Irasiri. No more questions.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Bruh. The consequences of what you just might have done.
Oh, good. I get to talk to myself again. All right, Alexandra walks up again. She says, please state your name for the court. Irasiri. Are you familiar with the defendant? Yes, sir. I met him. Where did you meet him? I was outside of Darkholm in a cave I lived in. Did you observe anything particularly disturbing about his demeanor? Aggression? What's the word? A predisposition for violence? No. He fought against the Lich and his enemies. During this battle, did you observe him use a device with a button on it? No, I don't think so. Did you observe anyone use a device with a button on it? I did. Can you point out that individual? She gestures with her horn to Bob. No further questions, Your Honor. The Primus looks to you, Ragnar, and see if you have a rebuttal.
Sorry, I was dealing with my kids. Can you do that last part again?
Yeah. Allegantrilum asked Irasiri if she saw Smokey press a button. She said no. He asked if she saw anybody press a button. She said yes. Allegantrilum asked her to point out who did it, and she pointed to Bob.
So you're saying that you only saw that person, and I point to Bob, with this so-called device that the opposing counsel has alluded to.
Yes, he was the only one I saw with it.
And you never saw Smokey at any point in possession of that device.
No, never.
Do you know what that device does?
I don't know what it does.
Do you remember seeing anything happen when Bob pressed the button?
No, it appeared to me like nothing happened.
Right, thank you. Final question. Is there anything you would like me to do or say to your family?
Objection, relevance, sustained. I'm sorry, Ragnar. I wanted to reach out to you. Any further questions? Defense? Relevant
Thank you.
questions?
Thank you, Siri. No further questions.
Ragnar, I want to tell you... she disappears.
You son of a bitch.
That's what we love about him.
No, my God.
Call your next witness.
We would like to call Mira to the stand.
Oh boy.
Smokey's gonna again spit a little bit out.
Smokey, I don't know if you know who this is.
I know he spit it out because he doesn't know who the fuck this is. That's why. He's like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Okay, a ghostly Goliath child appears in the stand, looking terrified.
Hello, Mira. It's okay.
Ragnar?
Yes, it's me. Do you
Where am I?
you're in a courtroom. We just need to ask you some questions, and then you can go back to
I don't want to go
whatever
back.
afterlife. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in hell, by the way.
Oh no! What?
Yeah.
It's because Smokey got damned to hell alongside all his victims.
But his victims aren't that fun.
Fucked up.
Mira, do you recognize the person sitting next to me?
Yes, Smokey.
Can you tell me how you first met Smokey?
He saved my life from the flying thing with the teeth.
Right. And then after he saved your life, what interactions did you have with him after that?
I wanted to be a hero like him, so I followed him, and he taught me how to swing a knife and shoot a bow.
Smokey's just looking really puzzled.
And would you describe Smokey as a good person?
She wrings her hands uncertainly. He didn't save me the next time. Or the time after that.
But did he try?
I don't... No.
Thank you. No more questions.
Okay.
And I'm gonna lean over to Smokey. And I'm gonna whisper. This one might have been a mistake.
I'm gonna ask Ragnar, who the fuck is that?
Oh my god.
I forgot some of the details of what became of Mira.
Dude, I thought it was so strong at first. She was like, "Oh yeah, Smokey's the best. He taught me how to fight.
you-
Oh, he saved me. Whatever." I'm like, "Yes, point."
You guys could have told me when I said I was going to add her to the witness list, but
Well,
oh, hey, no, maybe
No,
that's
I did, dude. We did. She
Why'd you ask
died
those
right in
horrible
front of
questions?
Smokey twice. Yeah, Smokey wasn't gonna be like, "Oh, well, that doesn't. I don't know who that is," because he fucking does it. He has no
Yeah.
idea who she is anymore.
Allegantulum walks up to Mira, who's crying. With permission, Your Honor, I would like to cast Calm Emotions on the child.
Oh boy.
Granted.
Objection, Your Honor. That could bias the witness's testimony.
Nonsense. All it will do is pacify her mortal fixations. We need an honest testimony. Hmm. Sustained. You will not cast the spell. Allegantulum glares at you, Ragnar.
All right, let's go.
Okay. Mira, that is your name, yes? At any point of time, did you witness the defendant enact violence on other people? She nods. Can you describe one of those times? I've seen him stab people before, and shoot people. Were you under the impression that they were bad people? Yes, I thought so. Did he ever hurt you? Her eyes drop. Yes. Did his friends ever hurt you? She nods again. Do you think that he considered you?
I was hoping somebody would use that.
God.
That was the addicted the fuck out of that.
So Smokey helped in your murder, is that correct? Yes. Do you think that Smokey thinks you're a bad person? No, of course not. So by that logic, you admit that Smokey is willing to kill innocent people under the right circumstances. She looks a little confused, but eventually she nods.
Objection leading.
Yeah, objection leading for sure.
Quiet in the peanut gallery, please.
Where are the peanuts?
Yeah, right. I want some peanuts. I'll dish out my rations.
Get your peanuts here. Get your hot, fresh gear nuts.
The second time you died, was Smokey there? She nods. Did he try to save you? She shakes her head. Can you describe to the court how you were killed? She looks horrified.
Cool.
She starts crying. No further questions, Your Honor.
Rebuttal question.
Proceed.
You stated that Smokey participated in your first death.
She nods.
Was his intention to cause you harm?
I think so.
Were you being possessed by a warlock?
Yes.
And was this warlock using your body against your will to cause harm to Smokey and the other people?
Yes.
And was there any way, to your knowledge or their knowledge, to remove and end the possession without harming you?
I don't know.
Last question. Would you have preferred to remain possessed by this warlock, attempting to harm Smokey and his companions, rather than being killed?
No.
Thank you, Mara. No further questions.
Rebuttal question. Granted. Elegant one walks back up. Had you been physically restrained by your companions, did the warlock possessing you have the physical strength necessary to rip free of your bonds? No.
Objection, compound question.
No further questions. Elegantulum returns to her seat. Black hands reach up and seize Mara and drag her down.
Damn.
She screams until her voice fades away.
Jeez.
Damn, she
Table
looks like
talk
she's gonna have a
clarifying
shitty life.
question. Mira was restrained, but when we got involved with that racist guy that hid the dwarves, Mira escaped from us somehow, even though she was restrained. Do you remember the details of that?
I think it was via spell.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't misremembering, Mira like undoing her own bindings or something.
I'm pretty sure she didn't rip out of him.
No,
No, I think she did it by spell. Sorlock did anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Call your next witness, Ragnar.
This is going so good.
You know what? Let's call the false Hydra to the stand.
Oh boy.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
I wonder what the false Hydra in the
Yes.
Elegant.
What?
Yes. Oh,
You may
that
call
is
your next
so
witness.
good. That is so good. That is so good.
Right. I know you don't have any understanding of what the fuck just happened, but I want you to know that was us for 2 weeks.
Yes. Yes.
That was 100% like dead ass. Like you wake
That
up
was
the next
fucking
day.
Awesome. That was
It's-
fucking awesome.
Yes.
I don't think there's any way you could have done that better, Andrew. That was fucking great. That was perfect.
I hated that. I just want you to know
it
that.
was really like the entire time he was just gaslighting us. Like, what thing? What snake? What tunnel? What are you talking about?
Oh,
Oh,
man.
like this.
What witness?
Man, I'm
What
trying to.
witness?
You know what? Let's call Bob to the stand.
Right,
Oh,
Bob.
fuck.
Let's go. Bob.
Hey, Bob.
All right. Bob's gonna walk up to the stand and sit down.
Oh, I just realized I think I forgot to put Wes on the witness list. He is on it.
Yeah.
All right, Bob.
What's up, Ragnar?
What? So, opposing counsel has previously alluded to multiple times this object, and Irasiri previously testified that she saw you with this object and she witnessed you using it.
Okay.
Could you tell us what does this object do exactly?
To be 100% honest, I still don't know exactly what it does. All I know is that sometimes when I press it, good things happen, and sometimes when I press it, bad things happen. I had a surgery done because of it. All my organs were.
Right, but in situations that you have used it, has it been your intention to cause harm to innocent people?
Oh, of course not. It's for self-defense.
Have you ever used it not for the purposes of self-defense?
To my knowledge, no. I think every time I've used it, it's always been for self-defense. Although it's never. Sometimes there's been times where nothing happened, and sometimes it actually worked against me.
Yeah, like throwing up sand. That's funny.
Or turning people racist.
Or cannibals.
Actually, I feel like that's the real question. Is he when you see Smokey? Is he hungry?
Oh, I've been hungry for a while, but I just can't figure out exactly why. I know
Oh my
that
God.
whenever I look at a person, I feel hungry. It still hasn't clicked in my head yet.
What if you press the button right now?
I would not. For
Dude, can you
Smokey's sake.
imagine?
Yeah.
That is gonna be my next question though. Do you have this device on you at the moment?
Oh yeah.
Then just pulls it out.
I
Like
actually don't want to.
no fucking like stopping. Like, oh, of course. They just pulls it out in front of everybody.
Table talk wise, be
Could
funny
you-
right now if like he pulls it out, then the T-3000 swap up out of nowhere.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Bob, could you show the device to the court?
Oh yeah, and then we'll reach into his backpack and bag and pull it out.
All right, Bob. As a little demonstration, why don't you go ahead and press the button?
Oh my god!
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. What? Oh my God.
Do it.
Smokey.
Objection.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
We
Oh my
cannot
God.
spread the on this court. It's too
Right,
dangerous.
sorry, I couldn't hear what you were saying.
I was gonna say it's like Bob was like really close to press his button until you heard objection. He was doing it kind of slowly.
Overruled.
Oh.
Oh,
Of
Oh.
interest to the court.
Oh shit. Oh my
all right,
God.
all
All right,
right.
Bob, please press
Bob
the
presses
button.
the button.
Oh fuck.
Bob presses the
Oh,
button.
And away we go.
In the realm of law and order.
The last
Holy
time the button
shit.
was rolled was November.
November? Really? Holy shit, dude. Yeah, we were overdue. Oh my God. In this realm?
All right, let's see the roll.
What's it gonna be, dude? What's it gonna be?
Roll is.
Oh, what was the command? It was /roll
Space D 10,000.
D10.
That'd be great if it made the Uvudam our ally.
It's a very
For some
That is
reason,
so strong is not in newer editions, I think.
so
Yeah.
for some
This is
reason, it's
crazy.
not letting me do a dice roll since the application did not respond.
Uh-oh. Let me see if I can do it for you, then.
Yeah.
It works for me.
/roll space
Oh,
D.
no, it didn't. Oh no, I wonder if the bot broke in the time that it's been since we pressed it.
Do you need a new
Bot's
dice?
mad.
Yeah, can we
but
get a new dice mod in here?
I can work on that later. Let's do it through Google right now.
Oh, there you go. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'll trust the roll unless it's 1 or 10,000.
Screen record it, Bob. Just close all your other tabs first.
I also need a target from you as well.
Oh.
Oh,
I
shit.
see.
Oh
I
shit.
So-
think
I did it on D&D Beyond.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
I think because so dice roller is offline. I think that
Oh no, I didn't. I miscalculated.
I was gonna say.
I think that the bot was probably mistakenly removed from the server.
Was it?
So I just rolled it on Google.
Yeah.
I got 592. So
You want to go with that, Bon?
Fuck it. Yeah, let's go with that.
actually, you know what? Hold on.
Hello.
If you want, I can here. Hold on. Let me just do this so that way we all can see it. And go ahead and pull this up real quick. Share your screen. Share Opera.
I did it the right way in D&D Beyond.
did it the right way.
So I can, now that it's on here, I can roll it now, so that way we all can see it, or we can
Yeah.
go with this one.
Yeah, go ahead and do that. It's fine.
All right, everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
6,115.
6,115.
And your target, Bob?
Yeah, what's your target?
Just to be safe, so I don't, screw over Smokey.
Do
I'm gonna
the
target
judge.
myself.
It would be
Oh
really
my
funny
God.
if you did Smokey. Honestly, it would,
Just target
like, for the
target
bit,
the judge.
it'd be really funny you did Smokey, but I know you're probably
All
gonna
right.
do it yourself.
All right. Let's do table talk then. Should we do Smokey?
I kind of want you to do the judge.
Boy.
Don't do the judge. Don't do the
Yeah.
judge.
Yeah, no, that's gonna fuck us all over if it goes bad.
Oh my God! But what if something
I mean,
funny
but
happens
the
to
thing
the
about-
judge? Like
but the
it
thing about
loses its
is-
hair.
But the thing about it is the judge doesn't know, like, how it works, so he wouldn't know.
All right. All right. Target
Who would
Smokey.
Bob target? He would target himself, right?
Yeah, realistically, Bob would target himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to go with that because that's character. Bob will have to target
Yeah,
himself.
in character, Bob would do himself.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah.
bit, that would be really funny you did
That'd
Smokey.
be amazing.
Oh, I know.
Okay, targeting Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, can you roll a 1d4, please?
Uh-oh.
Shit. How many
You're
days?
scaring
How
me,
many
DM.
hours?
You're scaring me, DM.
Mama.
2.
Bob,
2?
Yeah.
All right, Bob, you become violently drunk for the next 2 hours.
Oh
Yeah, see, that could have been the judge.
The most innocent
Violently.
way. It's the most
That's
innocent
great.
way this
Yeah.
could have happened.
Yeah, that
That's-
was so PG. Holy shit. Dude, imagine if you used that shit on the judge or on the
Oh
fucking
my
It might be
god.
immune.
Allegan Trillium.
Oh, have you know that my fucking.
So Bob instantly, you just see like he just kind of like sits there for a second, and then you start seeing drool coming out of his mouth, and he's
Bob,
slowly
can you-
just swaying.
Bob, can you explain to us what the disc did?
Violently drunk, he
Wow.
responds.
I mean, he won't know.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Just the fuck you looking at, motherfucker. You fucking talking shit, buddy? Fucking.
So,
Good thing about pressing the button.
so for the court, all right, for the record, it would appear that nothing dangerous happened.
Ragnar, where you been, man? It's been a few days. A lot happened.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. No more questions for this witness.
Questions.
Your Honor,
Questions. Questions. Yay.
Man, this would be a perfect opportunity to just like realm long. You can't handle the truth. Whatever it is. It's like,
So true, dude. You
God.
can't handle the truth.
okay, Allegantrilum storms forward and she says, Your Honor, I cannot properly question the witness in this state. I demand a recess until his mental faculties can be restored. The Primus,
damn liar.
Reset.
Tell him that she's a damn liar.
the Primus looks to Bob and says, Witness. Beginning from Y, recite the alphabet backwards until you reach Q.
Oh god.
Elemental
I
P.
can't-
Sober.
I can't even do that fucking
Elemental
sober.
P.
Shit, man. B C R R.
And you just kind of see Bob like sway over to the side and just go.
Sustained. This court is now in recess. And that is where we'll end the session.
Hey, that's amazing. That's so fucking funny, dude. Oh
Of all
my
things that could have happened too.
Yeah.
Of all
Yeah,
things.
man. That could have
How
gone.
we feeling? You guys
Wait.
feeling confident you're gonna win?
No.
Not
I feel
really.
like we were
I felt-
doing
I-
okay. I feel like we were doing okay until I called
Yeah.
Mira to the stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Mira, it was kind of like too many negatives versus the positives.
How many more
But the thing with
witnesses
Bob was,
can we
a good
call?
notch.
I just felt like that we could have leaned in. Could have had like some moments there. The straight up just outburst and be like, order in the court.
Order in the court.
And you'd be like, that's right, Jazz, let's order some. I'll take mine with pepperoni and
Oh my god.
pineapple. Straight up just eating.
God. That would have been fucking hilarious if that happened. Oh man.
By the way, there's a really funny button thing that's like right next to the one that we got, and it's target perceives shocking insults in everyday conversation. That would be very funny to RP.
What would 5195 have been?
5195. Let's see. $51.95. Target asserts that he's been replaced by a doppelganger.
Nice.
Oh,
That's a good one.